Good morning. Hold on. I'm making sure my mod is here. I'm just gonna stay in the just chatting screen for a little bit. My mod is supposed to be here today. She's actually awake. She's awake! Oh, the game is really loud in my ear, though. But yeah, the stream looks a little different today. I did some work, last night. Well, honestly, yesterday afternoon into last night. I wanted to fancy things up a little bit on stream and just make things look a bit nicer. And I think they look pretty good now. Sorry, I still have a bad morning voice though right now. I want to very soon, probably the next thing I'll do is set up where I can play Spotify while I'm streaming. I found out from another streamer that you can have a Spotify playlist that plays while you game, but it won't splice over into the VOD afterwards if you do it a certain way. So you won't get copyright issues. So that's gonna take me a bit to figure out, but I'm planning on working on that. Probably later today. I don't know how complicated that process is. I always have a hard time with the audio stuff. So I don't know if it'll be ready by next week, but the intention is to have it ready for next week. So we'll see. We'll see, but I don't know. It's just kind of a gamble at the moment. I'm not very good at technical stuff. On my own, just like it's not a skill set that just comes naturally to me, unfortunately. So I just kind of fumble my way through it until I figure it out, which is probably what most people do, but you know, you shouldn't expect a lot of tech skills out of me. I never know what I'm doing. I've told my parents, like, doing this process of like VTubing, honestly, I'm just faking it till I make it. I'm just gonna act like I know what I'm doing to myself and try to trick my brain into thinking that I'm good at this. I don't know how long it's gonna take my mod to get here. I don't know what else to talk about. I need to get better at the just chatting stuff. How does one just chat? Actually, I should probably have some water with me. I'll probably wait till my mom gets here to do that. That way she's not like, where'd you go? I don't know where she is, but oh, I think she's doing something with another streamer right now. So I don't know. Some event they're doing over there. But we'll see. I mean, I could at least just start messing around in the game and remembering where I was. I don't know. Let's see. There we go. I want to look at the archive. Oh, the gallery. Okay. So we can look at the photos from the other endings. Huh. Let's see. Oh, this is the archive. So if anybody didn't see the first stream of this is like all the guys from this game that you play as. So you have Han Noah. You have Nam Yejun. I'm sure I'm I don't know how to say his name, but they call him Bambi. So his nickname's Bambi for some reason. I don't really know what that's about, but I mean, it's easier than his given name, which I know I would butcher if I tried to say, unfortunately. Do Yunho? I don't know. But yeah. They all seem to have their own little shtick. Yu Hamin. Let's see. Item collection. Okay, we haven't got any of the items. Campus info. Okay, we do have that. I mean, I don't know what that really does for me, but it's all just stuff that gets brought up at some point in the game. Oh, yeah, I remember. We found that yesterday. So I didn't know that it had a log for everything. So there's like 5 different name tags we can pick up. Okay. Interesting. Oh, hi. Do you want to see something cool? Do you want to see something cool, Kinsey? Watch this. I have a just chatting screen now. Look at that. Isn't that neat? I was working on it last night. Yeah. Not even last night. Honestly, it was like yesterday afternoon into last night. That's why I didn't call last night, because I knew if I got on call with you, I was just gonna get distracted and I needed to lock in really hard because everything was so complicated. I was so confused. I was fighting for my life trying to get the chat thing to line up in the chat box. But yeah, I found some free to use assets and such in order to liven things up, I guess, is a good way to put it. Why am I cute now? What did I do? I'm just showing you the cool new stuff. Why are you making fun of me? What? What is it? I don't understand. I didn't do anything. Also, my voice is terrible right now. I have morning voice, and it's bugging me. I don't understand. You're just crazy, I think. But yeah, I think it's cool. I think I did an okay job, considering. I was having such a hard time getting the chat thing to work, though. I couldn't get it to pop up. I don't know what it was. It just wasn't, like, it was not wanting to exist for me. It did not want to show up on OBS. Like, I don't know. OBS just would not show it, and I had to fight with it for several hours in order to get it to do anything. And then I finally just fricked around enough that it worked itself out. So, I don't know, man. I have no idea. I'm winging it. And it seems to be working. But yeah, I have a just chatting screen now. So now we can talk in a cozy little spot by itself. And then I also framed off the gaming screen as well, so it looks pretty nice too, I think. I feel like I'm rambling now, but yeah, I like it. I'm so proud that I figured all this stuff out and didn't give up. That said, I know I just started, but I'm gonna dip for a minute and go get some water. I don't want to stream without having a drink next to me. Thank you. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself too. Cause all that stuff was so out of my wheelhouse. And I could have just done what I've always done and go, this isn't for me, you know, I can't do it. It's too hard. But no, I decided to be stubborn and stick with it, and it worked out. And I'm very happy. But I'm gonna go for a minute, cause I need a drink. And my voice sounds terrible, so. Okay, I'm back. I have water now. All is well. All is well. Okay. I guess I can start the game now. I mean, I don't think I have a whole lot else to talk about, but I do need to get better at doing the just chatting stuff. Because I suck at talking. I suck at actually finding anything worth saying, so. I mean, I don't know. What can you do? Alright, I'm gonna start the game. Because I feel awkward. Wait, where was I? I don't... Wait, okay. I remember... Wait, is this all the endings you can get? I mean, this looks like all of them. But none of the ones... Okay, hold on. Yeah, because I'm over. Okay. I have been doing this dude, but every time I do this guy's route, he freaking eats it. Every time. He dies. Like, constantly. I feel so sorry for him. I mean, okay, I think... I don't know. I think, I don't know if his route depends on other things that this guy is doing. See that? Okay. No, hold on. This says next on it. Oh wait, this is next. This means you're going to the next guy. So I remember what I wanted to do. I wanted to check this because there's a lock on 2 of these. So I need to make a decision that's gonna unlock that. I don't remember what I'm doing, but... I mean... These, I'm not reading them simply because I know that they are, you know, something we already did. I'm just kind of skipping through, figuring out what I wanted. Wait, huh? Okay. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. Sorry, my VTubing thing was messed up. The door? Oh, this. Oh yeah, it was the breaker. I remember this. We had to do something with it. I don't know what we're trying to do, but... Hold on, is my... Hold on. My VTuber's got the smiley thing in it. It's freaking me out. There we go. There. Now our face is more, standardized. I don't know why she was doing that. Yeah, there we go. Don't cut the red wire. I know what you're referencing. Okay, the breaker on the far right. Okay, I see. I understand now. Wait. Okay, hold on. No, because it says it's locked. Why is that one locked? No, that don't make sense. Hold on. No, yeah, we did this. Hold on. What? I don't understand what I'm supposed to do to get a different outcome here, man. I'm gonna go back to the other guy. Maybe I really am just missing something. Also, If anyone wants to backseat me on this, I'd be appreciative. Because I don't know what I'm doing. What am I supposed to do? Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. That's new. That's new. I did get a new one. But how does this guy... He keeps eating it, though. Oh, wait. Is this the... So is this indicative of that's his ending? Like, what? Dude, so that guy just freaking died? Maybe they all die at some point. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna just figure it out then. I guess pink guy just gets a sad ending. Huh? What's happening? Why am I standing here? As if just waking from a dream, Noah opens his eyes in a daze, finding himself standing at a corner in the stairwell. Opening his eyes to see a pitch-black wall, he feels a bit dazed. What was the dude doing? No, what happened? I remember I was walking down the stairs. The stairwell light suddenly went out halfway down, and then, feeling a dull pain in his daze, he rubs his temples, trying hard to recall the memory. After thinking for a while, his furrowed brows relax. Ah, I remember now. It was pitch black, making it impossible to see the path. I lost my footing and thought I was going to fall down the stairs. And then it woke up standing here? Noah looks lost, touching his head, looking around. Only the safety exit sign in the stairwell is emitting a faint light. Did the circuit breaker trip again? I don't know what happened, but it's good that I'm not injured. Oh yeah, little. He does. Doesn't the other one have like green eyes or something now? Or am I wrong? I don't remember. I might play that game, but like I existed in the sphere of it. I remember I downloaded it to play. And I messed around with it a little, but honestly, you know what it was? The loading screen. Or not the loading screen, the main menu screen, like the front page area, was so overstimulating for me that I couldn't get into it. Honestly, I was only invested in the stupid brother shenanigans as well. I don't really care about the romance so much for myself. So, I don't know, it just didn't end up clicking. But I like the characters, I guess. Did the circuit breaker trip again? I don't know what happened, but it's good that I'm not injured. Oh, okay, he does. Okay, so I'm remembering right. Where did the others go? He glances downstairs, not seeing anyone's figure. Bambi? He remembers Bambi walking at the very front, with Yunho muttering behind him. He was talking to him just now, and in the blink of an eye, the person is gone. What's going on? Did everyone go out already? He runs down the stairwell, looks at the empty corridor, and turns to see another bottomless set of stairs. An uneasy feeling spreads from the bottom of his heart. Can't hear a thing. With the power outage, they shouldn't be able to run this fast. Could it be they're trying to prank me? What is he trying to say? Could it be they're trying to prank me at the corner when I walk out? Oh, okay. The English isn't always optimal in this game, so I have to paraphrase a good bit. Noah wonders. He's usually the one pranking the others, so it's only right to get pranked back. He looks at the bottom of the stairs blending into the darkness. He walked down just now, safe and sound, but now he doesn't have the courage to venture further. No, if I stopped here, I'd be playing right into their hands. Ugh. Are the corridors with the lights off this dark? I didn't even notice this. Now I get why Yejun's scared. Yeah, y'all were making fun of him, I remember. What's so funny now is that he doesn't want to stay in here doing nothing, but doesn't want to go downstairs either, so he goes to check the corridor light switch again. Nothing changes after pressing the switch. Seriously? Another short circuit again? Noah stands there waiting for a while, but the god of lighting doesn't favor him. Why do I feel like I have forgotten something? Well, it's probably a power outage for the entire corridor. Waiting here is pointless. Maybe I should check around again. Noah turns around and sees the class closet to the corridor. Closest to the corridor. Aided by the dim light, he sees the class sign above. Class 3A. Class 3. Aha, it's the 3rd floor. So I only walked down 1 floor just now? Why do I feel like I have already walked for a long time? His reluctance increases while he realizes he still has to walk down 3 more floors alone. No, I'd be so scared in this situation. And I'd be one of the ones that was saying, I don't want to do it, this is stupid, we're gonna get in trouble, and then everybody would make fun of me, and everybody would tell me it's gonna be fine, and then when we ended up like this, I would become the saltiest person on the planet. I would be so salty about it. I'd be like, yeah, I was right. Everybody should have listened to me. Everybody should have listened to me, but no, we gotta go do illegal stuff. We could have went home and played board games or read a book, but no, everybody just wants to do bad stuff. It's so dark. What if I lose my footing again? When I was a kid, I went to my grandma's place during the holidays and accidentally wandered into the basement. And, of course, I somehow managed to latch the door shut behind me. Oh no. The basement hadn't been maintained for a long time. Not even an oil lamp could be lit. Although it was a long time ago, I can still recall that feeling of not being able to see anything. In the pitch black darkness, it felt like one more step and I would lose my footing and fall into the abyss. I think I sat on the steps crying for a long time and someone eventually found me, probably because I was so loud. Oh. Wait, I have a phone with me. This is the age of high tech. Who still needs to start a fire from scratch? Only after standing there for ages does it occur to Noah that he has a phone he could use for light. He turns on his phone's flashlight in a hurry and looks at the time, 7:45. Okay, his time is different than the other guys. Wasn't it? I thought it was eat for the other dude. I remember. My poor memory wouldn't have been through so much trouble if I just took out the phone earlier. Huh? The phone's light hits the notice board next to the corridor, and he feels that something is wrong. Was this paper here when I passed by before? Noah takes a few more steps closer, and when the light finally gathers in the middle of the notice board, he finally sees what's written on it. Some forgotten memories all rush back at this moment. The legend says that once you step into this world, a new notice appears out of nowhere. It's a list of rules for a very specific matter. They call it the Night Patrol Rules, a set of rules made by the Phantom Patroller. If students break the patroller's rules while trying to hide, they'll be bound to this building forever. Are these the rules in that urban legend? Noah suddenly looks serious, his azure blue eyes scanning the words. The breaker didn't trip because of a short circuit. It was a genuine paranormal occurrence. I was the one who suggested this exploration, but I forgot it completely. Sounds like the boy who cried wolf story now. Luckily, I didn't walk around recklessly. From the moment the breaker tripped, leaving the building would have been too risky. There isn't a hint of cold air, but Noah feels cold sweat prickling on his face. Come to think of it, why is this night patrol thing such a mess? On the bulletin board, the paper bears clear signs of tampering. Several rules are blacked out, leaving him unable to read the full list. No corridor loitering. With the lights flicker, enter a classroom. Maximum 2 people per room. Each floor is assigned 1 patroller. Do not lock any doors without permission. This will alert the patroller. When the flickering ends, do not leave the room. The patroller will knock, enter 1 random classroom for inspection, then lock it. Oh, and then that one's blanked out. Keep your name tag on you at all times. Do not leave it unattended. If discovered by a patroller, present your own name tag. Patrollers do not check storage rooms or lockers. And it's blanked out again. Xianghui Art School has no students who stay overnight. Noah reaches out to touch the painted over part, presses hard, and seems to still be able to get some ink traces on his finger. The covered section seems freshly blacked out, as if done very recently. Why cover up the rules? Aren't rules written to be followed? Did the patrollers do this, or someone else? What the painted over content exactly is, maybe there's a trap. Ugh, you Hamin, why couldn't you explain the rules a bit better? Thinking back, it doesn't seem like there's anything important in them. He turns on his phone again and sends a message. Did you guys go out, Yejun? The message just sent to Yejun is immediately marked with an exclamation point. He notices that his phone currently has no signal and no messages can be sent. That's about what I expected. Ah, thought I could ask Hamin for more info. Looks like assistance is a no-go. Am I the only one trapped here, or did the others not escape either? Noah scans the surroundings again, but there's no other anomaly besides this paper that appeared out of thin air. Please enter a classroom while the lights are flickering. The corridor is not lit right now. Maybe Mr. Patroller isn't ready to start the game yet. I haven't really paid attention to this building on the way. Might as well take a closer look now. Maybe I can find some breakthroughs. The notice board has been done. Where to check next? Should we check the restrooms or check the corridor? Does anyone have an opinion on that, or should I just, like, whatever, click one? I mean, I'm assuming we're gonna do them both anyway at some point, so I don't know. I'm gonna go to the restrooms, I guess. This first one at the top. This is the 3rd floor men's restroom. Almost got caught by the security guard on the first floor earlier. Ah, the thrills. Investigate. Come to think of it, the rule says to enter a classroom while the lights are flickering. So what happens if I hide in the restroom? Eh? Why is the door locked? All the restrooms in the corridor should have been checked, and the guard never locked the doors. Could someone be inside? Hey, anyone in there? Nothing. Yejun? Bambi? He shouts a few times toward the door, but gets no response. Given their bravery, only these two may hide in there. Guess I was wrong. Whatever, nothing I can do if it won't open. I should go check somewhere else first. Okay, I guess we have to check the corridor. Here we go. Is this guy gonna eat it like that other dude did? Like multiple times? The corridor is pitch black, even though they are on the 3rd floor. Not a single glimmer of light reaches in. Check the window. Noah walks through the corridor window but can't see anything outside, so it's the same thing for him as well. Strange. When he was looking outside with everyone else in the classroom before, he carelessly told Yejun that it was only cloudy, which is why it wasn't clear. It wasn't because the night was too dark to see, but it's impossible for it to be this dark even on a moonless night. It looks just like a block. It just like blocked by a wall. What? Oh, it's like it's blocked by a wall, I think is what he's trying to say. He reaches out to open the window. After releasing the lock, the window doesn't budge. No way to escape from the window, huh? Alright, check the classroom. Every classroom door is shut tight and the windows are too dark to see through. Noah stands in front of the window, his attention turning to his own reflection. It's his own face, but the blurry image feels a bit creepy. He takes a few steps back and walks away. Check the end of it. Check the end of the corridor. The end of the corridor also seems to be abyssal darkness, with a large locker placed between the classrooms in the middle. Noah walks for a while and intends to check it, but is intimidated by the invisible end deep inside. The uncomfortable feeling creeps up again. The other end of the corridor is also a stairwell, with the storage room next to it. What if that side leads to an exit? Suddenly, the lights erupt. The overhead tube lights flicker with a violent, rhythmic pulse. Whoa! He is scared by a sudden electric sound and blinding light flashes on the ceiling. What's going on? It's the patrol time. I can't stay here. Need to hide in the classroom. I have to leave the corridor before the lights go out. Noah ignores the situation and has to choose which classroom to enter. Didn't give these classrooms a better look. Guess I'll just pick one randomly. I'ma pick this one. Noah rushes to the first classroom, twists the door handle without hesitation, and storms in. Hello! Welcome! We're just playing a spooky visual novel game called Night Patrol Rules. I will warn you, it seems to have a lot of flickering lights, which I did not know about until I started playing. So if that bothers your eyes, or if you have a medical condition, maybe, you know, it would be better not to watch this one. I don't want anyone to have a problem because of my stream. I would feel terrible if that happened. So, yeah, you've been found. Sorry. Luckily, the door isn't locked. He shuts it as soon as he steps inside. Ha! Ha! Soon after entering the classroom, the corridor lights flicker out. Leaning against the back of the door, his heart sinks as the view falls into darkness. I've been chased all the time. If this continues, I'll fall right into their trap. Pull yourself together, Noah. Don't break the rules. Yeah, just follow them. Like you're good at that. After calming down, he intends to open the door and check the situation outside, but he worries this would violate the rules, so he peeks through the window. As expected, the corridor's too dark to see anything. Forget it. I'm stuck in here anyway. I'll just stay in the classroom for now. This is class 3-1. I always have class here. The idea of staying in a familiar classroom eases his nerves. Playing hide and seek on my own turf? That'd be too easy. Huh? His attention was on the corridor outside. When he turns back to check the classroom, the unexpected happens. Oh, not again. This happened to the last guy. Wait, isn't there supposed to be class 3-1? Nothing is set up as I expected. The whole place doesn't even look like a classroom. Why is our club here? Noah blinks in confusion, then closes his eyes and rubs the bridge of his nose. He opens them again, and the scene in front of him remains. It's indeed their little base. I don't believe in stuff like ghosts normally, but this is really something. This is the band club, which should be on the second floor of the general teaching building, but it's here as if teleported. Music instruments, books, and magazines are scattered around. The conference table they made by joining desks is also here. The layout here is exactly the same as the clubroom they've used for a long time. He boldly walks up and checks everything. Whoa, can't believe this is really our clubroom. His keyboard sits at the front of the classroom. The notes he hastily revised earlier this afternoon still left on it. Can these ghosts teleport us to another building? If there isn't class 3-1, then the other classrooms might lead to somewhere else too. This game is way more complicated than I expected. Muttering to himself, Noah runs towards his locker and opens it, searching for something inside. Huh? Where's the chicken breast I put inside? Why is this guy worried about food at a time like this? Who the heck stole my stash? This is his personal hobby. Every time he comes back after the fitness club's training, he eats some specially made chicken breast for protein. He calls it body maintenance, but it only gets eye rolls and confusion from the others. It's odd to see a music student at a fitness club. Although the training effect isn't very promising, his determination is admirable. Did I already eat it up earlier and forgot to restock? He grumbles and closes the locker door disappointedly. After searching around, he flops onto the sofa, resting his hands behind his head as if about to take a break. Poor dude, he just wants his chicken. Nothing happens. So how long do I have to stay here? Maybe I should just take a nap. The thought actually makes him yawn and feel a bit drowsy. I feel like that's a terrible idea, but you do you, my dude. Lying quietly for a while, he opens his eyes again and gazes at the clock on the wall. Tick-tock, the clock hands turn gradually as time passes. 8:15. Only this little time has passed? He pulls out his phone, which shows the same time. Is the time in this place accurately synced with the real world outside, or has it affected my phone as well? In no time, a warning suddenly pops up on his phone. Battery low, 20%. Wait, it's out of power? It can't be. I don't use it that much. No way it's out of power. Out of power. Ah. But I haven't charged this phone since last night. Makes sense now. Haha. Okay, I feel like having 20%... Yeah, you can hear her? But you can hear my cat? I think she's wanting in the bedroom. I can let her in. I was gonna wait till I got to a stopping point to go assist her, but... if her meowing is audible, then I don't want it to carry over on stream the whole time. See, she does this thing. She does this thing where, she likes to be like, oh, I want out. But actually I want in. But actually I want back out again. But actually I want back in again. And how dare you let me out? How dare you let me in? Why would you do that? I didn't want to come in here. And she'll do that repeatedly. She just acts, she can't be pleased. I guess I'll go help her. But she's gonna want back out in a minute. Okay, I'm coming. Alright, I'll be right back. I forgot to unmute. Thanks, kids. Okay, well, hold on. I'll replay that section. I completely forgot, so I appreciate it. What the heck was that? Alright, I'm gonna replay that section because I did a lot of reading that I missed. Wait, where's that guy? Wait, I did the wrong thing. Hold on. I do that every time. I do it every time, without fail. I didn't even think about it, man. I have no excuse. I'm such a good streamer. Okay, the memory board. That's what I need to do. Okay, this is where we were. This is also where we were. Okay. We should be good now. Luckily, the door isn't locked. He shuts it as soon as he steps inside. Shut up! You are too, but don't be cheesy on stream. You embarrass me. Ha ha. Soon after entering the classroom, the corridor lights flicker out. Leaning against the back of the door, his heart sinks as the view falls into darkness. I've been chased all this time. If this continues, I'll fall right into their trap. Pull yourself together, Noah. Don't break the rules. Yeah, just follow them. After calming down, he intends to open the door and check the situation outside, but he worries this would violate the rules, so he peeks through the window. As expected, the corridor's too dark to see anything. Forget it. I'm stuck in here anyway. I'll just stay in the classroom for now. This is class 3-1. I always have class here. The idea of staying in a familiar classroom eases his nerves. Playing hide and seek on my own turf? That'd be too easy. Huh? His attention was on the corridor outside. When he turns back to check the classroom, the unexpected happens. Wait, isn't this supposed to be class 3-1? Nothing is set up as I expected. The whole place doesn't even look like a classroom. Why is our club here? Noah blinks in confusion, then closes his eyes and rubs the bridge of his nose. He opens them again, and the scene in front of him remains. It's indeed their little base. I don't believe in stuff like ghosts normally, but this is really something. This is the band club, which should be on the second floor of the general teaching building, but it's here as if it's teleported. Music instruments, books, and magazines are scattered around. The conference table they made by joining desks is also here. The layout here is exactly the same as the clubroom they've used for a long time. He boldly walks up and checks everything. Whoa, can't believe this is really our clubroom. His keyboard sits at the front of the classroom, the notes he hastily revised earlier this afternoon still left on it. Can these ghosts teleport us to another building? If there isn't class 3-1, then the other classrooms might lead somewhere else too. This game is way more complicated than I expected. Muttering to himself, Noah runs towards his locker and opens it, searching for something inside. Huh? Where's the chicken breast I put inside? Who the heck stole my stash? This is his personal hobby. Every time he comes back after the fitness club's training, he eats some specially made chicken breast for protein. He calls it body maintenance, but it only gets eye rolls and confusion from the others. It's odd to see a music student at a fitness club. Although the training effect isn't very promising, his determination is admirable. Did I already eat it up earlier and forgot to restock? What is that? I don't know what that is. Is that like a public school thing? I didn't go to public school. What is that? Me not understand the reference. The fitness grand pacer test? What? Okay, I see. Yeah, okay, my dad did go to public school. He's told me about stuff like that, but I didn't know it had like a name or whatever. And it wasn't exactly that thing, it was just stuff adjacent to being the same thing. He grumbles and closes the locker door disappointedly. I love the fact that we're in this dangerous situation and this dude's disappointed over his chicken being missing. Like, I feel like there's other things to prioritize right now, and he's like, no, I just want me some chicken. That's so real. He's just hungry. After searching around, he flops onto the sofa, resting his hands behind his head as if about to take a break. Nothing happens. So how long do I have to stay here? Maybe I should just take a nap. This thought actually makes him yawn and feel a bit drowsy. Lying quietly for a while, he opens his eyes again and gazes at the clock on the wall. Tick-tock, the clock hands turn gradually as time passes. 8:15. Only this little time has passed. Did that change? Wasn't it 7:45 earlier? Is it just picking random ones? Like, or am I crazy? He pulls out his phone, which shows the same time. Oh, maybe it didn't. I don't know. Is the time in this space accurately synced with the real world outside, or has it affected my phone as well? No, it's legit. A sound thing that plays... Ugh, let me read. No, it's legit. A sound thing that plays, tells you when to run, when to stop, announces itself, the fitness gram pacer test. It's a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues. Sorry, I don't know why I stumbled my way through that. Oh, okay. I've never heard of that one then. That's definitely something that I was never exposed to. But, like, I was homeschooled, so, I mean, I don't know. In no time, a warning suddenly pops up on his phone. Battery below 20%. Wait, it's out of power? It can't be. I don't use it that much. No way it's out of power. How? I really don't get this. Oh, okay. That last part is something it says, but it's the same thing your dad did. Okay, makes sense. So, like, basically, it's just the same thing my dad did, but maybe more technologically advanced to some extent. Makes sense. But I don't get this. I don't get that, 20% is, like, emergency levels of out of power on somebody's phone. Maybe that's just me, but, like... I mean, 20% can last a long time if you're being conservative with it. Like, if you don't use it, except for when it's necessary, 20% can last a person hours, I thought. Unless he just has a really crappy phone. If it were like 5%, sure, I'd be panicking over that, but you can last a while on 20%, I feel like. And be good as long as you're not just sitting there playing Candy Crush or something. Is 20% really like considered emergency levels of I mean, it's a little on the uncomfortable side. Like, you don't want to be out running errands all day with only 20% on your phone. But, you know, if you're in an emergency situation, I don't think it's that big a deal. It's kind of like, oh, that mildly sucks. I better be careful with how I use this. Not, oh my god, I'm gonna die. I don't see what his problem is. Does he not have a battery saver? Ah, but I haven't charged his phone since last night. Makes sense now, haha. Noah tends to get absorbed in his daily life. It's not that he doesn't use his phone, he just doesn't have much time to check it. Although he keeps in touch with friends, he usually replies to their messages at midnight. That's why people always say it's faster to meet him in person than to contact him via phone. But I need my phone now. What if Signal comes back and I miss the messages? Dude, just leave it off. Leave it off, you'll get a notification or something. Because, I mean, I don't know. He carefully switches the phone to power saving mode and puts it back in his pocket. See, that's not a big deal. Oh, are you... also, you don't have to stick around. If you want to go do the other thing with your buddies, that's fine too. No, okay. It's up to you. I'm just letting you know. Don't feel obligated. You can dip if you need to. Ah. Oh, the footsteps. Footsteps suddenly come from the silent corridor, as if someone is coming out of the stairwell and walking towards the classroom. He sits up in tension, staring vigilantly out the window. You'll always feel obligated as my best friend. I mean, yeah, I guess, but like, you don't have... I mean, it's not gonna make me upset, but you do you. He sits up in tension, staring vigilantly out the window. Someone's coming this way. Who? The patroller? Each floor is assigned one patroller. Is it hide-and-seek time now? He can't be more familiar with this place. When it comes to hiding, he knows exactly what to do. But hearing the footsteps outside the door, he still feels a bit nervous. The footsteps are steady, like patrolling for prey, echoing in the silent corridor. Where can I hide to escape safely? I'm gonna go under there. The most evident place might be the safest. With so many things on the desk, it may just skip it. I'll hide under the desk then. Noah easily steps inside, hiding behind the tablecloth. Can't believe the fabric I picked up from the drama club can come in handy now. The classroom was empty when it was assigned to their club. Besides those large equipments, the school wouldn't provide extra items. Almost everything in the club room had been scrounged up by the members, and the so-called tablecloth was really just a scrap of fabric Noah cheekily pinched from the drama club during a visit. I was with Bambi and Yejun, and our model student agent totally freaked out when I swiped it. It was just something they didn't want. Why so serious? He can't help but laugh when thinking of how panicked Yejun was at that time. Maybe don't laugh out loud, though? The footsteps get closer, and Noah immediately pulls back his thoughts, listening intently to the movements outside the door. The footsteps continued, seeming to pause at each classroom for a while. Is it picking the classroom to check? Could it be that the patroller can only choose one classroom to check? That explains why the rules say it would enter a random classroom. If this classroom's not checked, is there a chance I can directly escape? But how? Noah ponders over the details of the rules while paying attention not to make noise and checking everywhere. Something's here. He notices something pasted on the bottom of the desk. Upon closer inspection, it's a yellow sticky note. It's pasted in a place no one would look. He reaches out to tear off the sticky note and finds a line written on it. If you escape the classroom, run to the storage room. It's the safest place. That's what the last one said with the last guy. Noah's eyes widen. Who left this note here? Only the person who hides here could find it. Storage room? The one at the end of the corridor? It's mentioned in the rules. Patrollers do not check storage rooms or lockers. That means the storage room is a safe house. The footsteps suddenly stop. Although he can't see the situation outside from under the desk, he can feel that someone is standing in front of the door of Class 3-1. Oh, I wonder if he's gonna check this one, because they didn't check it with the other guy. So we might get the moment where the room is checked and we're in it. Crap. Should have fetched some handy weapons earlier. At least I could defend myself. His breathing becomes cautious, and his palms holding the desk leg become sweaty. Time slowly passes. Luckily, he doesn't hear the expected knock. After observing for a while, the person outside doesn't knock and continues to the next classroom. Oh, we're good! We're good. It's fine. Did it leave? He's good. After waiting for a while longer, not hearing any sound, he crawls out from under the table. What's this? I was in combat mode just now. Did it really leave? The silence returns as if nothing happened. Should I go check that storage room? If I go out now, won't I run it right into the patroller? He takes out the note and reads it again. What if this note is a lie to trick me out? Wouldn't I be walking right into the trap if I go out? Oh, there we go. Just as he's thinking, a crisp sound of a circuit breaker flipping echoes from outside the classroom, and the entire floor immediately becomes bright. Ah! Noah is scared by the movement and jumps back a few steps. The corridor's lights on? Has the power been restored? He summons the courage to open the door and peeks out. It's just the empty, bright corridor. Even the strange patroller is nowhere to be found. Don't know what's going on here, but since the lights are on, I can move freely now, right? Maybe someone in the storage room turned on the breaker. I should hurry over and check. He walks toward the locker and stops before it. Hide inside and everything should be fine. The stairwell leading downstairs is right next to it, but the lights for the floor below are not on. He looks around again, confirming there's nothing unusual. Nothing happened, but he still feels a bit uneasy. Can I really leave now? Is it that easy? The moment he puts his hand on the handle, the door is opened right away. Okay. He made it into the... Alright. No, I didn't die. That was just an ending. all of them have alternate endings, so you're just trying to... No, why did I do that? Why did I do that? I knew I shouldn't do that. I'm pressing the wrong things again. Wait, oh wait, hold on. I didn't realize I can access the memory board from there. Yeah, it's just alternate endings. There's like a lot of them. That's why I'm confused, because I'm trying to figure out where I should go, what I should do. Oh wait, memory board. So, like here, see, or, well, I'll go up here. Hold on. So, like, look here. It's based off the decisions that you make. It's gonna change, so I've kind of, like, completed each route. I don't know if I've gotten all of this guy's routes yet, but they seem to be... Honestly, this dude always eats it. This dude eats it, like, every time, and it's so sad. So, yeah. Now we're on Noah's route. So it's all dependent on what I do and what I pick. See, so now you'll end up coming here, and then you'll go to a different room. And then that'll be a different ending. Luckily, the door isn't locked. He shuts it as soon as he steps inside. As if by design, the moment he enters the classroom, the flickering in the corridor stops. The building is plunged back into total darkness. Such a coincidence. Entering the classroom shouldn't be against the rules. He calms himself down and looks back at the classroom he just entered. It looks like the other classrooms he had been in. He's a third-year student, and his classroom is on this floor as well. Just an ordinary classroom, nothing special. It's so dark here. He glances outside the classroom window again, but he can't recognize anything in the corridor. So he takes out his phone instead, trying to use its flashlight to check the classroom. In no time, a warning suddenly pops up on his phone. Battery low, 20%. Okay, so the battery low thing isn't dependent on the room then. Wait, it's out of power? I'll skip that, because... Why does it have to be now? He looks at his phone again, still has no signal. Worrying the phone might shut down and make him miss the return of the signal, Noah switches it to power saving mode and puts it away. I can only rely on myself now. It's just a normal classroom. Nothing will happen. Maybe I can find some handy tools here. Need to search around first. Noah cautiously walks and investigates around. Okay, we're starting an investigation now. Alright, usually one of these desks always has something off about it. Wait, oh, that one. The newly replaced desks. Yeah, I've scribbled on desks too, usually during classes I didn't feel like paying attention to. So nothing really off about any of the desks. The blackboard. Come to think of it, why am I the only one here? Could the others come here too? Maybe I should leave a mark or something. Noah picks up a chalk from the teacher's desk, planning to write something on the blackboard. He holds the chalk in midair for a while, then lowers his hand without writing anything. Forget it. I can't think of anything to write right now. I mean, write your name. Write your name saying that you were in here. That's not hard. The curtains in the classroom are half drawn, and just like the corridor, there's no way to see what's outside. Yep, it's all dark here too. A display case. Oh. Something? Where? Huh? Hold on, what was that? The low cabinet in the classroom was used to store some shared teaching materials. Huh? Isn't this the limited edition VTS album? Who was kind enough to leave this here? I didn't even manage to get one. This is from way back. This is from way back. Their first album. Too bad there isn't a CD player in the room. I can't even give it a listen. I don't feel like this is a good time for that, dude. The desk? Nope. Nothing interesting about that. Clock. The clock in the classroom keeps ticking. The clock shows 8:20 p.m. It was just 7:30 when we first checked. Did time really pass that quickly? Alright, now we'll check the back of the classroom. The cabinet. These are lockers in the classroom used to store. Noah opens the large locker, trying to peer inside. Hiding in here shouldn't be a problem. The short cabinets. On closer look, there's a school magazine on the top of the low cabinet. Should I pick it up and take a look? Should we look or not look? Look or don't? Should we look or don't? Do you want to look at it, Kens? Or do you want to do you want to choose safety? I guess we could just look. He steps closer and picks it up. It's a school magazine, published once a month under the supervision of the student council. The school magazine usually records various happenings on campus. Sometimes it gets material from the journalism club, and it also publishes official school announcements. A student from the Xianghui Art School music department has been reported missing after being absent without leave for several days. The school contacted the police, who are now investigating. The student was described as quiet and well-behaved, with few close friends. Classmates know little about his recent situation. The case is preliminarily suspected to be a runaway, but police continue their investigation. Xianghui is a school dedicated to nurturing outstanding artistic talent. Our teachers highly recognize each student's talent and potential. We also urge students to keep a healthy and positive mindset, not to be discouraged by setbacks, and to feel free to talk to teachers whenever needed. Following the on-campus student disappearance, several other students have gone missing one after another. Their current whereabouts remain unknown. Police tried to trace the missing students using school surveillance cameras, but found no leads. The school has not ruled out abduction or attempts to lure students away from home. It has since stepped up campus security, with security guards patrolling the school. While diligence in studying is certainly a good thing to ensure student safety after school, no one is allowed to stay in the teaching building after class. Anyone found there by security patrols will receive a public notice of criticism and an official warning. Looks like this one's from last month. Why didn't I notice this news before? By the way, can they really just report this so openly? Could those rumors on the forum actually be connected to this? Okay. Nothing there. What about the lockers? The lockers in the back of the classroom. I'm kind of curious what's inside. It should be fine to take a peek, right? He opens a few unlocked lockers out of curiosity, but they're all filled with random things. Someone even left a spare school uniform inside. Meh, nothing special. Okay, the mirror. The mirror in every classroom. Noah leans in for a closer look, but immediately flinches and backs away. It's so black. How could Yunho even see himself? Where? He keeps hearing voices, so something's going on. This is a blackboard. After staring at it for a while, Noah suddenly picks up a piece of chalk and starts drawing on it. What? Once he was done, he brushed the chalk dust off his hands and looked proudly at the mysterious muscle man he'd just drawn on the blackboard. So he can think to draw a random doodle on a blackboard full of other doodles, but he can't write his own name at the front one so that people can find him? That's stupid. Not bad. Okay, what am I supposed to... I'm missing something. Ah! Hold on, looks like there's something on the desk. Noah leans in and picks up what's on the desk. It's a small white tag. It's a student name tag. Oh, we got another one from our school. Did someone leave their name tag here? How careless. I'll keep it for now and drop it off at the lost and found once I'm out. Noah takes a closer look at the name tag. There aren't many scratches on it. Maybe its owner doesn't wear it often. He puts it into his pocket. Okay, I'm glad he at least put it in his pocket because the last guy dropped it on the floor. Lin Shin. Who is that? Alright. I mean, is there really not... Maybe I should check the back of the classroom again. Okay. So I am missing something. Okay, no. Don't look. It said check the back of the classroom. There's not really anything in here, though. It's so vague. Oh, wait. Maybe the mirror? It said the back, right? Yeah, it said the back. Ah, this desk. Okay, that's usually under the dialogue stuff side. Wait, no, okay, never mind. What do you mean? It said the back. What am I supposed to look at? There's only so much I can... Oh, wait. Maybe I should look at the magazine again. Okay, wait, the floor? What? I don't understand. What am I missing? What am I missing? What do I do? There's only so much I can click on, my dude. Oh wait, hold on. Ah, okay, it wants you to press leave when you're in the back of the classroom. That's stupid. After checking around the classroom, Noah stops at the back door. I've been hearing something for a while now. It sounds like someone's whispering. But I'm the only one in this classroom. Could it be that I'm just nervous and hearing things? He hopes that's the case. Because if someone else is hiding somewhere in this pitch black classroom, that thought alone is enough to send chills down his spine. Anyone there? Who's there? The sound of someone's voice echoes clearly right by his ear. The end of Noah's hair stands on end. He turns around nervously, scanning the room, but there's no sign of where the voice came from. Come out and fight me if you got guts. Don't just hide like a coward. He's so funny for that. Even as he says this, his hand on the doorknob is already shaking. Anyone there? Is anyone there? Noah? Seriously? In a daze, he hears someone calling his name. The voice is faint, but it jolts him wide awake. Who's calling me? The voice falls silent again, leaving him utterly baffled. It's just one of the guys, probably. Yejun won't call me Hyung. Is it Bambi or Yunho? Please be Bambi. I want Bambi to be alive. Is it humming? He can't make out who's speaking, but the thought that someone he knows might be here makes him feel a little more at ease. Why did they stop speaking? Ah, Hyung. The voice fades in and out. This time it sounds like it's coming from the corridor. Something about it feels off, but the words are broken and hard to make out, which only makes him more uneasy. Okay, maybe not. Did something happen? Sounds like it's coming from another classroom. Could it be? With that thought, he rushes out of the classroom. I wouldn't do that so fast, man. It might not be who you think it is. Where is that sound coming from? The corridor outside is still pitch black as if nothing happened. Can someone just answer me? Anyone? Noah becomes a bit anxious. Sound comes from the classroom next door at this moment. Is the classroom over there? He immediately walks toward the classroom, only his footsteps echo in the silent corridor. Anyone there? The voice of someone speaking comes from behind him. His extending foot suddenly freezes halfway, like a spring stopped turning. Noah freezes in place. The voice clearly came from the classroom in front, but now it comes from behind. No one is in the corridor. Nah, it's squeaky crap. Yes, no one has been here. But he's certain that someone is standing right behind him. Why did they stop speaking? Is anyone there? Oh, wait! Oh, wait, okay, I understand. So, it is one of the guys. It's one of the other guys speaking, but for some reason, it's almost like they're in a different plane of existence, and they can hear each other, but they can't see each other. That's the problem. The voice is clear, but unable to be recognized by human ears. It's not from anyone he knows. Or maybe it's not one of the guys. Maybe it's the echo of someone else that was trapped in here. There's definitely something akin to that going on. I think that's what's going on. That sound, like a tape stuck in a machine, repeats the same words. Hello. Welcome. We're playing Night Patrol Rules, which is like a psychological horror game. Just so you know, it seems to have a lot of flickering lights involved in it. So like every so often it'll have like flickering light sequences. So if you have any problem with that. Oh, hello. Nice to meet you. But yeah, if you have any like medical issues or if it just bothers your eyes, just be aware of it. I don't want anyone to have something bad happen because of my stream. So I'm just letting you know, just in case. But yeah, I don't know when it does it. It doesn't give any warning. It's very random. So that sound, like a tape stuck in a machine, repeats the same words. Noah wants to scream, but his throat is too dry to make any sound. The only thing he can do now is keep breathing the cold air. No, don't look at it. Must run. Cold sweat drips from his back. He wants to run, but his feet are stuck to the ground, unable to move. Oh, I'm guessing this is another ending. He shouldn't turn around, but his body instinctively wants to do so. Who exactly is it? So, are you looking for me? Noah Hyun? Who is it? What's going on? I don't get it. Oh, wait. Hold on. Okay. Yuha means breaker. Lock number 2 is unlocked. Okay. I need to go back. I need to go back to the other guy. I finally got that thing unlocked that I wanted. Yes! Oh, it's a bad end. So, no loitering during patrol. That sucks for that guy, but at least I got a new memory. Oh, do you prefer going by Panda? I almost started calling you Ginger, but is Panda the preferred? Okay, memory board chapters here. Is it? Yes, it is. That's what I freaking wanted. Okay, it was this. There it is. I need this little thing right here. Yes, yes, yes. I know that. Was it the second or third one that I needed? Oh, wait. Okay, this is new, I think. Huh? What's happening? Why am I standing here? Okay, wait, no, I think I might have done this already. Oh my god. No, Kinsey. Why you do this to me? Why? Why? I don't remember if I did this. I don't remember if I clicked the third one or the second one or what. Okay, I think I need to go back. Hold on. Let me see the memory board. I'm gonna click the third one and see if the dialogue changes. Because this looks the same, but it might not be. See, I think it's the third one. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. I have such bad memory. I forgot what it looks like. Oh, hi. Oh my god, she's embarrassing me. Why you always do this to me? You always do this. Shut up! No! I didn't consent to this! No! Hi. I hear she's humiliating me in front of the masses. Okay, what was it? Do I click the third one? Because it said the second breaker is unlocked, but there's a third one? Wasn't there only 2 options? I don't remember! No, because that's the same freaking thing that happened last time! Wait, no? Huh. Huh. What the heck is going on here? Okay, wait, this is new. This is new. Yay! I don't know what bits do. I'm still learning everything. I don't know what I'm doing. I've already run down several floors and I'm still stuck here. Okay, this is new! Yes! Frick yes! Finally! Yunho stands in the stairwell, clutching the railing and gasping for breath. Running down a few flights seems to have drained half his stamina. He looks up again at the classroom sign, still reading Class 3-1, and turns away in discouragement. From the moment he started heading downstairs, he didn't notice anything strange. He even chatted away to the others the whole time. That's just Yunho. He never needs a listener to keep his mouth running. Sounds like my dad. He could have a conversation with a brick wall. But halfway down the stairs, the voices suddenly vanished. All of them. Then the breakers tripped with a loud pop, and all the lights above and below went out. The stairwell plunged into darkness. The people around him, both in front and behind, were simply gone. What? Who is Yunho again? I need to go remind myself who that is. Oh, it's this guy. Okay, I know for a fact we haven't done anything with this dude, so we're definitely somewhere new. The people around him, both in front and behind, were simply gone. He tried bolting downstairs to see what was wrong, then scrambled back up to find the others. The result was the same every time. No matter how hard he tried, he couldn't get off the 3rd floor of the arts building. Don't tell me I'm stuck in a ghost loop. Or how else am I supposed to explain this? Yunho pulls out his phone, trying to make a call, but finds he has 0 signal. Seriously? Not even 1 bar? Maybe it's just bad reception. He starts moving around to test different spots. Near the corridor, in the stairwell, even in front of the restroom door, he tries everywhere, but there's no reception at all. Weird. Why is it like this? He even climbs halfway up a railing and hangs there, accomplishing nothing except giving himself a head rush. Giving up on his phone, he heads back out into the corridor. With the lights out, both ends of the corridor look like bottomless pits. Yunho stares for a moment, then walks back to the only place with clues. So this is what Hanmin was talking about? Getting dragged into some kind of rules world by those ghosts? And right in the center of the bulletin board is a notice, one that seems to have appeared out of nowhere. On the school's standard printing paper, rows of rules are neatly laid out. I'm glad it gives us reminders of what the rules are, because when I started this game, I was smart enough to write them down in my notes app, and then I was not smart enough to find them again. So I don't know where they are. I looked, but I couldn't find it. No corridor loitering. When the lights flicker, enter a classroom, maximum 2 people per room. Each floor is assigned 1 patroller. Do not lock any doors without permission. This will alert the patroller. When the flickering ends, do not leave the room. The patroller will knock, enter 1 random classroom for inspection, then lock it. Lights may briefly recover, during which movement is permitted. Use that time to exit the room if possible. Keep your name tag on you at all times. Do not leave it unattended. Leave the building before 9 p.m. Students who fail to do so will be held inside overnight. Yangwi Art School has no students who stay overnight. He stood before the bulletin board, rereading the patrol rules. The content makes no sense. It's just wrong enough to leave him scratching his head. And what's the deal with this blacked out part? Something I'm not supposed to know? And what happens if I do know? He leans in so close that his face almost touches the paper, staring at it intently. This guy's funny. I can't make sense of this at all. I really can't stand all these rules and restrictions. Some of these rules are similar to what Hamin said. I didn't really pay much attention back then, and to be honest, I'm still a bit skeptical. Is this some kind of prank show? The only response is the silent corridor. Noah, Yejun, Bambi. Poor Bambi. I still feel so bad for Bambi. He got ate up in his route. Hamin, is anyone there? His voice is too loud. In this quiet space, shouting only makes him seem jittery. Someone should have noticed by now, but no one answers. They definitely did this on purpose. But none of this weird stuff makes any sense. Ugh, I'm tired. Running back and forth has burned so many calories. Well, I guess I'm just being haunted. He just accepts fate. That's so funny. Yunho shrugs, a little defeated, yet still unfazed by all the bizarre, creepy sights surrounding him. What? He has a nose. Don't be mean to him. That's so rude. Look, he's got a nose. It's just a teeny little baby nose. The ghost. What is it called again? The patroller? If I stick around, I'll have to follow the rules, or that patroller will catch me for sure. That should be how it works. He suddenly remembers something and digs around in his pocket. My name tag's still safe in my pocket. I should be fine as long as I keep it. Speaking of which, I still haven't checked out the classrooms or the storage room at the end. Don't call him Voldemort. That's so mean. I can't believe you. That's rude. That's foul. Voldemort? Voldemort. Maybe I should look around to see if there's a way out. The rules say when the lights flicker, enter a classroom, but the corridor lights haven't even turned on once. Maybe the game hasn't started yet? They're not expecting me to just shout, "I'm ready to come find me for hide and seek," are they? I came in prepared for hide and seek anyway. Since I've received the invitation, I suppose I'll oblige. More attractive Voldemort. I still feel like that's an insult, man. But before that, I'd better check the map. Maybe I can find something useful. By the way, I'm kind of hungry now. Maybe the storage room has some emergency food or something. I love how 2 of these guys just want to eat. The other guy did the same thing. He's over there looking for chicken. I wouldn't be able to eat in a situation like this. I'd want to throw up. Where to first? I guess I'll check the restrooms like I did last time. This is the 3rd floor men's restroom. Investigate. Everything seemed Everything seemed normal earlier, though I haven't checked the restroom yet. Ha, I can't get the scene of that showdown with the security guard in the restroom out of my head. My legs still feel weak just thinking about it. Yeah, I remember that from the prologue, I think. That's scarier than any horror movie. Huh? Weird. It won't open. The restroom door. It couldn't be locked, could it? Did someone lock it from inside? Uh-oh, what if I really need to use it? Excuse me? Anyone in there? There is no response. Ah, come on! Open the door! I really need to pee! Open the door, I'm gonna... Looks like no one's inside. Alright, check the corridor. Corridor is pitch black, even though they are on the 3rd floor, not a single glimmer of light reaches in. Check the window. Yunho moves to the window along the corridor and peers outside. Whoa, it's so dark out there. It's pitch dark. Can't even see my hands. Did someone cover it with curtains? He tries to unlock the window, but even after releasing the latch, it doesn't budge. It won't budge an inch. What the heck? It really won't open. After failing, Yunho quickly gives up on opening the window. Alright, check the classrooms. Each classroom door is checked and closed. With the poor lighting, he can't make out anything inside, even through the windows. Why is it so dark? I wanted to see if anything seemed off before deciding whether to go in. If I go in now, does that mean I can't get back out? Better check somewhere else first. Okay, into the corridor. 3-1, 3-2. All the classrooms look the same. Oh, there's a large locker in the middle of the corridor. Let me see. He opens the large locker. There's nothing special inside. Just some cleaning supplies. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. So, in the last guy's route, he got freaked out by someone calling. Maybe he was hearing this guy? Because this guy seems like the only one that's bold enough to do that. So, isn't he on the same floor too? Yeah, they're on the same floor. So I bet what was happening, unless it was a ghost or something, they're in alternate realities almost. So they can hear each other because they're occupying the same space, but they're occupying the same space at a different time or in a different realm of existence. So they can't see each other. This guy seems like the only one that's actually bold enough to call out like that out of all the others who've been very quiet. So I bet Noah was hearing this guy calling, but they can't see each other or interact. I think that's maybe what's going on, but I'm not sure. It'd be a real surprise if someone was hiding in there. Well, for Bambi and Yejun, it'd be just a scare. Yunho mutters to himself, closes the door, and continues forward. The classrooms here are the same. At the end are the storage room and women's restroom. The storage room should have lots of stuff I can use. Before Yunho reaches it, the dark corridor suddenly lights up. The ceiling lights flicker rapidly as if a warning sign. Why are the lights suddenly on? Wait, does this mean it's time to hide in a classroom? But there's still a room I haven't checked. I've got this feeling if I don't check the storage room now, I won't get another chance. But the rule says I've got to enter a classroom when the lights flicker. If I don't, something bad's gonna happen. Hesitantly, he glances down both ends of the corridor. What should I do? Enter the classroom or check the storage room? What are we doing? Does anyone care, or do I just pick? I guess I'll check the storage room. Seems what he wants to do anyway. Just a quick look. Shouldn't take too long anyway. It makes me feel better that I can go back and choose different options. If I run there now, hesitantly, he glances down both ends of the corridor. Oh crap. Oh heck no. Heck no. Nah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Nope, I want out. I want out. I want out. Nope. 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 No. What? The lights. Oh, he's dead. Before he can take a step, the corridor lights suddenly flicker with a strange color. That's not a strange color, that's the color of evil. There's no question about what that means. Then, they go out instantly. Before he can even hesitate, darkness swallows everything around him. Everything happens so fast that he can't even process it. Dang it, I didn't expect the lights to go out so soon. Not even a minute yet. Or maybe... The corridor in the darkness is so quiet, as if the very air has been frozen solid. The safety exit light in the stairwell is still on, but something feels wrong. Nothing is wrong. That's just wishful thinking. Yunho clearly senses a dangerous presence pervading the corridor. A formless, colorless sense of crisis pricks at his nerves. With his vision severely limited, he can't tell if something is lurking, watching him from the shadows, or creeping closer. Instinct takes over, and he becomes alert. He doesn't know what's happening, but he knows the corridor is dangerous. No matter what, he must leave this place first. He knows it. But his legs just couldn't move. They're rooted to the spot, leaving him rigid and unmoving. He grinds his teeth, trying to force a move, but it's futile. He has never felt such tension and crisis before. The back of his neck tightens, as if a predator has sunk its teeth and refuses to let him go. This waiting is pure agony. He can't predict when the danger will strike. Someone is standing behind him. Indignation, displeasure, he could feel the emotions radiating toward him. Didn't I tell you to follow the rules? Why won't you listen? He's dead. He's dead. Alright. So we'll go back and do the same thing, but this time we'll go in a classroom. I kind of figured that one would end badly, but I just wanted to see what would happen. Okay. I think this is it. Alright, let me just get to the decision. Alright. Enter the classroom. If I don't hurry, something bad might happen. If these lights only last a few minutes, I won't make it in time. But I know nothing about these classrooms. Maybe I just pick one randomly. Which classroom should I enter first? Feels like this side isn't safe. Maybe I should go back to the start. Don't know if I'll make it in time. Before he can think it through, Yunho bursts forward, sprinting full speed toward class 3-1. Alright, he made it. I really suffer for nothing, running back and forth in this long corridor. Ugh, I'm a little out of breath. My eyes are uncomfortable. Let me rest for a bit. The flickering lights make his eyes ache. After he ducks in the classroom, the corridor lights immediately goes out. He rubs his eyes repeatedly, trying to adjust to the darkness again. Did the breakers strip again? Yunho glances outside, then shifts his gaze back to the classroom. Nothing seems wrong with the classroom. His hand scrapes along the wall and hits something hard. It's the light switch. He hesitates, retracts his hand back, and then pulls out his phone. The phone still has no signal, yet time continues to tick normally. He compares the time on the screen with the classroom clock. The glow of the display washes over his cold, pale face, making it look even more bloodless. Only 8 o'clock? It looks like it's past midnight outside. He quickly turns off his phone and leans back against the wall, letting out a quiet sigh. The rule says to leave the building before 9, but I'm supposed to avoid the patroller. Is that what it means? It doesn't even say when the patroller shows up. He waits for a while, but as if nothing has happened, the classroom is completely silent, other than his own breathing. So what now? Am I just supposed to stay here? He looks around the classroom again. Everything appears ordinary. The desks, chairs, and lockers are all neatly arranged. Maybe because this belongs to a graduating class, there are far fewer decorations than in the lower grades. A display case along the wall is filled with trophies. He walks over and peers inside, letting out a low whistle of admiration. Figures. Third-year seniors really are something. Okay. He scans the room once more, but nothing else catches his attention. This is getting kind of boring. Do I have to do something to trigger the next part? Deep down, he can't shake the feeling that this is all a setup. Maybe if he just plays along with it, everything will wrap up smoothly. What was this thing called again? An escape room? If that's the case, then this classroom probably hides some kind of key item too. Find it, and I might get a clue on how to get out. Okay. Something's been nagging me. He doesn't want to do the investigation, does he? Something's been nagging me. This classroom has a strange smell, but where's it coming from? Yunho covers his nose and scans the room, frowning. This place isn't that big. I should check again. Where do I start? Okay, there we go. Oh, wait. Okay, the color of the question mark thing is different. I thought that meant something. Yep, okay, that's the same as most every other place. Why are there so many marks on the desk? Jeez, people really don't take care of things. Were they just messing around instead of paying attention in class or something? Already checked this earlier. There's nothing worth searching here again. What about this? The low cabinet. What's this? Yunho walks closer and finds a paper tucked in between the teaching materials. He pulls out the slip of paper. It's a note torn from a notebook. If you want to escape from here, don't overlook a single clue. Okay, we cannot overlook anything then. Yeah, I am looking, aren't I? Oh wait, Kenzie, I just remembered, it just remembered something. Watch this. Watch. It should work. Yay, there, look. It has it for Twitter and YouTube as well. I added commands. Alright, back to what I was doing. Sorry, I had to, like, do that while I was thinking about it. Okay, we checked the cabinet. Teacher's desk. A tidy and empty... Used up so neatly. It must be a teacher who loves filling up the board. The blackboard is wiped clean. I don't see anything else. Wait, time? The clock in the classroom shows 8:10. Okay, what's in the back here? That smell's still here. I can't stand it. Isn't it coming back from this side? Cabinets. Below cabinet. Nope. Locker. Nope. The mirror. Nope. Okay, I think it's probably gonna be this then, right? Wait. Yunho suddenly leans forward like an animal, sniffing cautiously at the air. His gaze sweeps through the darkness. In the shadows, his red eyes gleam sharply. I knew it. The smell is definitely coming from the lockers behind. But which one is it? Is it gonna make me go through every one of these? I checked them. Do I just have to click on each individual one until I find something? Ah, there it is. Huh, there's a lock on this one, but it seems like it's already been opened. He reaches out to touch the locker handle, but the texture feels unpleasant against his palm. The entire surface of the locker is covered in stains and smudges, making it look filthy and abandoned. Although it looks filthy, the locker door opens easily with a single pull. Okay, there's... Ugh. As soon as the cabinet opens, Yunho's face twists in pain. He covers his nose and staggers back a few steps. What the heck's in here? How can it smell so awful? What was once just a faint smell bursts out all at once the moment the locker door opens. The locker seems like it hasn't been opened in a long time. The stale odor trapped inside quickly spreads through the air. The strong, acrid smell burns his nose. He holds his breath and quickly backs away. Gosh, I almost threw up my dinner. What is this smell? It's not like something rotting. It's more like some kind of chemical gas. Breathing too much of this could be dangerous. When he looks again, he finds that there's nothing inside the locker. Maybe the smell was left behind by whatever used to be inside. What the... Are you kidding me? Yunho covers his nose again and closes the locker with an annoyed thud. Shoots the locker an annoyed glance. That's so funny. Ah! The desk at the back of the classroom looks more damaged than the others, with numerous marks scattered across its surface. Curious, Yunho walks over for a closer look. It's not just my imagination. This desk looks like someone deliberately wrecked it. To make sure, he pulls out his phone and turns on the flashlight. Sure enough, the desk is covered in scratches of varying depth. The surface looks like it has been scraped again and again by something sharp, and in the deeper grooves, traces of ink still remain. Was this done with a pen? The desk, covered in scars, gives off an unsettling feeling. This isn't ordinary mischief. He can't imagine what the owner was thinking to damage their own desk like this. He bends down to check the drawer and finds a notebook inside. Curious, he pulls it out. It's a small A6-sized spiral notebook filled with writing. This looks like a diary, huh? It looks as if the inner pages were shuffled around, with parts torn away, leaving only the last few pages intact. It's been like this for a long time now. I don't even know anymore what's real and what isn't. Maybe it's all just in my head. Whether in the noisy classroom or the empty room after school, faint, sneaky laughter could always be heard lingering around. I can never make out what they're saying, but I know it's about me. I know it is. I dared not turn around. Everywhere I looked, I met strange, judgmental gazes, as if I were the odd one out. I didn't even do anything. Why do they keep looking at me like that? What are they whispering behind my back? Every time I hear that sound, I can't breathe properly. The doctor said these were somatic symptoms. Without medical intervention, my neurasthenia would only grow worse. I've tried to hold on, I really have, but I can't anymore. I need to take my medicine. It doesn't quite feel like something a sane person would write. Holding the paper by its corner, Yunho reads in silence, his brows gradually tightening with each line. The meds, I've been taking them more and more lately. Every time the symptoms start, I can't help it. I have to take them. If I don't, that chill running up my spine will break me. It feels like a swarm of ants crawling through my veins, climbing into my brain, never stopping as they gnaw at my nerves. I feel dizzy, nauseous, cold sweat pouring down, but it will be okay as long as I just hold on a little longer. Maybe it's a side effect of the medication. Every time it happens, I end up scratching up my desk, sometimes with a pin, sometimes with my own fingers. I don't understand. Why can't they just leave me alone? Why me? Why are they still hovering around, pretending nothing's wrong even after breaking me down like this? I haven't cared about any of this for a long time. Growing numb muffles all the other voices, and somehow that eases my mind. But it's especially noisy outside the classroom today. So many of them talking. Feels like there are people gathering out there. Too loud, can't sleep, the headache's coming back. I shouldn't care, I really shouldn't, but I can't ignore it because I heard a familiar voice. Out of habit, I looked toward the seat next to mine, but no one was there. No one? That person, too? Something's wrong. Who's talking? A girl screamed. I saw him. No way. Don't tell me it's gonna be like me. The voices, they're back. Run. It's too late. What does it mean? Too late for what? Something drips onto the diary. Hold on. Sorry, my dad was talking to me. Okay. Still confused, Yunho stares blankly at the spot. It seems to be dripping from above. He glances up at the ceiling just in time for a few more drops to fall. Startled, he quickly dodges aside, nearly losing his balance. Ah! What is this? He'd been so focused on the diary that he didn't notice the strange liquid had splattered across the desk, too. His hand accidentally brushes against some of it, and he immediately feels a sticky sensation. Feels sticky, kind of gross. Where did this come from? That there wasn't anything here just a moment ago. Gotta leave here quick. Thinking that, Yunho takes a step back, but his foot won't follow, stuck as if glued to the chair. He loses balance and falls. Wait. Ah! Ow. That hurts. Yunho crashes flat on his back, his head spinning and ringing dully. He has no idea what just happened. Something seems to be holding him down. His foot's caught on the chair, but no matter how hard he tries, he can't get up. The dripping of liquid lingers all around. He glances down, stunned by the sight before him. Ew, gross. Not just the few patches on the table, the black, viscous liquid is everywhere, spreading across the floor. From the shadowed ceiling overhead, the liquid seeped endlessly down. What had started as faint drops now streamed in thick torrents, spreading all over his legs. The slime around him is thick and murky, like mud from a swamp, shifting slowly as if it has a mind of its own, creeping toward him. It's gonna be bad if they get on me, but my legs won't move. What the heck is this? Glue? No matter how hard I pull, they won't budge. No, it's not something that simple. It feels alive, like some kind of monster. In the sluggishly writhing slime, bubbles surface and burst, as if it's breathing. I can still move my upper body for now, but if this thing reaches any higher, I'm dead. He looks around at the black slime slowly creeping toward him from all directions, his mind racing for a way to escape. I don't feel like that's gonna do anything. Search around. Is there anything I can use to get rid of this slime? Yunho looks around, but within his line of sight, there's nothing useful at all. Feeling around his body again, he finds nothing except his phone. How did it come to this? Where did he mess up? There has to be a way, but he's out of options. Though teachers and the disciplinary committee often scold him for dressing like a delinquent, the truth is he's never carried anything dangerous. Now that's working against him. Out of the corner of his eye, he notices the notebook he took out earlier. It has fallen to the floor during his stumble. Half of it is swallowed by the slime, leaving only those meaningless words on the last page. It's too late. Hurry and leave. Coughing. His throat suddenly feels dry. A sharp, unpleasant odor fills his nose, making him feel sick. What is this smell? Is this slime poisonous? I can barely breathe. He hastily tries to cover his mouth and nose, but the instant he moves, he realizes his hands are also restrained by an unknown force. When did this... It isn't just his legs. Black slime coils tightly around his wrists, pinning them in place. It keeps spreading outward as if intent on swallowing its trapped prey whole. A cold shiver runs up his spine, making him shudder. The cold, slimy texture feels like that of a soft-bodied creature, crawling up his body and encroaching from every direction. Soon, the slimy mass invades his mouth and nose. He clenches his teeth, desperately trying to keep it out, but the other restraints are unstoppable. He can't breathe. He struggles painfully, each movement draining more oxygen from his brain. Am I going to die here? More slime engulfs him, sealing his breath and draining his strength. The suffocating pressure seeps into his pores, wrapping around him like a vice. Ah! His body jerks instinctively, like prey soaked in digestive fluid. He struggles but can't break free. His vision fades to black until he is too weak to move. The slime writhes and sinks back into the darkness. It sounds like a low, indecipherable murmur. More. Soul. Capture. Food. Creepy. Dang. R.I.P. dude. Okay, how long have I been streaming? Only like 2 hours. I mean, I don't mind going longer. I do have something I have to do real quick. For my dad. So I'm just gonna take a break for a couple of minutes and then I'll be right back. Hello, I'm back. Sorry, I had a bit of laundry to do. I was helping my dad with that. Where was I? Oh, this guy. What route were we on? I think it was this one, right? Yeah, there it is. Wait, no, I didn't need to feel around. I needed to struggle fiercely. I think that's what it was. Okay, I need to go back here. Is it gonna make me do the investigation again? Oh, it is. Well, at least I know what to check. I know nothing else is important, so I'll just skip straight to... Oh, wait. At least I know exactly what to look at. Oh, wait, okay. Cool, we go straight to the desk. That's good. Okay, I've seen that, seen that, seen that, seen that. Okay, there we go. I think we're about where we need to be. Okay, there we go. Struggle. No, I have to try again. As long as I can move my legs, I can crawl. He refuses to give up just yet and tries to push himself up again. But the more he struggles, the tighter the slime clings to him. He reaches for the nearby desk and chair to push himself up, but they're also glued in place, not budging at all. After struggling for a while, he's completely worn out. Dang it, I can't break free with strength alone. Okay, it's gonna end the same way like the other one did. Keep struggling? Oh yeah, okay, so it forces you to take that same route. Okay, yeah, that one's a dead end. This is a dead end route. Okay. He needs to go to a different classroom. I think that's the... consensus here. This room is just straight up a no-go in general. Okay. I like how many endings there are in this game. Okay, go back to the memory board. How does it end though? Okay. Yeah, pick enter classroom. I went to class 3-1 last time, so I'm gonna go to 3-2. The classrooms at the ends are probably checked first. I'll go for the one in the middle. Yunho spins on his heel and dashes for class 3-2, bursting into the classroom as the lights flicker wildly. Ha! Ha! Okay, he's in there. The instant he enters the classroom, the corridor light snaps off. That was close. I haven't run this fast since I got chased by the disciplinary committee. Did someone turn on the Did someone turn off the lights because they saw me go in? He can't help but start to feel this is all a trap, deliberately set. Silence settles in once more, broken only by his uneven breathing. What's going on outside? He cautiously peeks through the window and then immediately pulls back. There is no one around. Huh? As he fumbles through the darkness, his fingers catch on something solid on the wall. A light switch. Huh? The light switch. What happens if I turn the lights on? Nothing. So I guess the other side is full control over all the switches. Whatever, lights or not, this is just a regular classroom. I could walk through it with my eyes closed. Am I dreaming? Yunho rubs his eyes and pinches his cheek. The stinging pain tells him that this is reality. You gotta be kidding me. This is way too real. Wait, isn't this our club room? Ah, he's in the club room now. He moves closer at once, scanning the classroom. Yejun's mic stand, Noah's keyboard, Bambi's guitar. And my drum set, Humming's bass. Everything's here. How could this even be possible? If this is some kind of prank show, I seriously have to respect the effort. Too bad it's too perfect. Even if you could move stuff around, there's no way you get every decoration, every tiny detail exactly the same. I've heard ghosts can use spiritual power to pull off supernatural stuff. So, is that actually true? Whoa, this is insane. This is the first real ghost I've ever seen. Way cooler than anything in a haunted house. The initial excitement fades, but he still can't sit still. He keeps searching the classroom. He checks inside lockers, under the sofa, behind the curtains. He inspects every corner like someone's playing hide and seek with him. Something's under the sofa. Got it. He reaches into the narrow gap and pulls out a dust-covered sheet of paper. Ah, this is the draft I was looking for last week. I had to rewrite the whole thing from memory, so it ended up here. Who was on cleaning duty last week again? Oh. Hold on. Hello? Oh, there we go. I think my dad turned on the TV, so the Wi-Fi was glitching out for a minute. OBS. Didn't like that very much. Okay, let's see. Worn out from searching, he drops into his seat at the large table, absent-mindedly fiddling with the things scattered across its surface. Huh? Isn't this Bambi's unfinished snack from this morning? He wouldn't give it to me, even though he couldn't finish it himself. Thank goodness, even a bite's better than nothing. I was starting to think I'd starve to death in here. Come to think of it, why hasn't anything happened since earlier? Is the patroller actually going to show up? Yunho leans back in his chair, gazing out the window with mixed feelings, then pulls out his phone once more. Still no signal. Suddenly, he opens the camera, switches to selfie mode, and strikes a pose. Why is he wasting his battery? I mean, I know he doesn't have a low battery like the other guy, but you never use your phone in a situation like this unless it's absolutely necessary, because you don't know how long that you're gonna be, you know, in the crisis mode. You need to, like, preserve it as much as you can. It's been a while since I've been in the club room at night. Might as well take a commemorative photo. Oh. Ah. Before his finger can tap the shutter, a faint sound reaches his ears from the far end of the corridor. Is someone coming? He glances at his phone again, realizes he forgot to mute it. The shutter sound would echo loudly in the silence. In a building this quiet, even the faintest sound feels conspicuous. I've been waiting forever, and they finally show up. I need a place that's hard to notice. Let me see. He slowly steps away from the chair, narrowing his eyes as he scans the room. There are plenty of gaps for people to hide in. Where do I hide? I'm gonna put everybody behind this, under this desk. No time to think. Closest one it is. I need a place that's hard to notice. Let me see. With this much space underneath the desk, hiding should be a piece of cake. Ouch! He drops into a crouch and tries to slide under the desk. However, he underestimates its height and smacks his head against the desk's edge. Ow. Ow. That's way closer than it looks. Or that's way lower than it looks. He winces, biting back a groan. Rubbing the back of his head, he crawls under the desk and carefully tugs the hanging tablecloth toward himself. This wouldn't fool anyone in broad daylight, but at night, yeah, this works. Come to think of it, I used to hide under desks just to scare people. That was during lunch break. I wanted to secretly eat in the club room. I was on a low-fat diet back then. Got so hungry that I ended up ordering takeout while everyone else was out. Then Noah and Bambi showed up out of nowhere. I panicked and dove under the desk. They were so caught up in their conversation that they didn't notice me, even after I'd finished eating. But Noah likes taking naps in the club room. It was only a matter of time before I got caught. If that happened, I'd never hear the end of it. So I figured I'd strike first. When they weren't paying attention, I yanked off the tablecloth and jumped out. Bambi is always a scaredy cat. He screamed and jumped back, which startled Noah too. That reaction was priceless. I still got beat up afterward though. At least Noah wasn't too mad. I managed to gloss over the takeout part. Scaring people during the day wasn't even that effective anyway. If I did it now, they'd probably run out screaming. The footsteps in the corridor suddenly stop. He immediately focuses entirely on the sound outside. Yunho has exceptional hearing and perfect pitch, which made him a hot prospect in the vocal club. Unfortunately, he turned them down and, without a second thought, joined the cooking club instead. These footsteps are different from the security guard earlier. They're light, definitely not an adult. And they're walking leisurely, not at all like someone on patrol. Could be a small adult. The footsteps that pause briefly resume and become gradually clearer, moving closer toward his classroom. If I remember correctly, the rules said the patroller can only check one classroom. So they have to choose, meaning it might not pick this one. Curiosity prickles at him. The urge to peek out from under the desk grows stronger, but he resists. If it skips this room, I'll be insanely lucky. Though I hate to admit it, I might feel a little disappointed. Huh? Something catches his attention. He's been so focused on the corridor that he hasn't looked beneath the desk at all. In such pitch darkness, one shouldn't be able to see much, but he can. With naturally sharp eyesight and an unusual ability to adapt to low light, Darkness rarely phases him. It's easier for him to see things in the dark than a normal person. Yejun often says he envies his fearlessness towards darkness and ghosts. The truth is simpler. When you can see clearly, you always know whether what's standing there is human or not. Curiosity prickles at him. The urge to peek out from under the desk grows stronger, but he resists. There's something written here. Yunho lowers himself fully to the floor. A section of the ground beneath the desk glows faintly. It looks like someone wrote it with luminous ink. Do you know the hidden rule of the night patrol? Oh, are we gonna get one of the blotted out ones? The hidden rule? Who wrote this? Only band members can enter this club room. None of them would write something this cryptic, and definitely not here. He stares at the floor again. Beneath it, there's a line of fading text. Leave here. Go to the storage room. It is the only way to escape this building. Storage room. Okay, that's not a hidden rule, really. It's the place he wanted to check earlier. Before he could even peek inside, he was herded into this classroom as if death itself were on his heels. The storage room. This has to mean the one at the end of the corridor, right? If this rule's real, then that patroller guy has been blocking it on purpose. And that just proves it. That room's the key to clearing this whole thing. The slow, steady footsteps outside suddenly stop. They halt right in the closest spot to him. Yunho freezes, instinctively holding his breath. He can tell they're right behind him now, separated only by a thin wall. Yunho freezes, instinctively holding his breath. Has he been found, or are they just checking if there are anomalies in this classroom? As his mind races for a way out, the thought of the storage room refuses to leave him. Time slowly passes. No knock comes. The footsteps slowly fade back down the corridor. It seems whoever outside is heading toward the other direction. A bead of cold sweat slides down the back of his neck. Only now does he realize how long he's been holding his breath. After confirming the sound is truly gone, he gulps in air. Whew. Last time I was this nervous was when I snuck out over the school wall behind the headmaster's back. This pressure is about the same as confronting the head teacher. The patroller didn't come in. Does that mean I cleared this part? Well then. Yay! Just as he hesitates, a sharp breaker switch snaps. The corridor lights flare on all at once. What's going on? Yunho jerks upright, forgetting he's still under the desk, and smacks his head hard again. Aw, buddy. He lets out a sad whimper, suddenly worrying that he might wake up an idiot. After awkwardly crawling out, he sees that the lights in the corridor are on. What's going on? Someone turned the lights on? He rubs the back of his head and peers outside. There is only the quiet and bright corridor. No figures, no ghosts either. He opens the classroom door and checks again. The darkness that once pressed in on him is gone, replaced by clean, steady light guiding him to leave. Suddenly remembering something, he turns back to check the script under the desk again. Perhaps due to the light, the writing on the floor is gone. Not a trace remains, as if it never existed. The storage room. He recalls the message in his mind again. That wasn't my imagination, right? Don't tell me it's some only the chosen can see it thing. Whatever, I'm getting out of here first. He leaves the classroom, nothing happens, and he arrives at the storage room safely and smoothly. He looks towards the other end of the corridor. Next to him is the stairwell leading downstairs, but no lights are on the lower floors. His instinct tells him that this is the end point. So he doesn't hesitate, grabs the doorknob and turns it. I can look. I think you like Noah. Wait, hold on. Hold on. I need the archive thing. Here. So you have Noah. You have Yejun. You have Bambi. Yunho. And Hamin. I think you like Noah though. That's what I thought. I probably won't play for much longer. It's been pretty long already, so I don't want to overdo it. But I do want to see what the result of that was. Wait, what? Ah, this. Wait, no, okay, so that's an end? Hold on. Let me see. Oh, no, that's... Never mind. I remember. Hold on. Memory board. Where was it? Because we did this, but didn't we go to the storage room? Or have intention of going to the storage room? Why'd it end? This game's kind of complicated. Do I need to pick another classroom again? Let me skip. Hold on. Keep going. I'm just letting it skip its way through. I guess I'll hide behind the whiteboard instead. Oh, wait. Hold on. No, 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 no. Alright, hold on. Wait. Let's go back. That didn't work out like I wanted it to. Go here, and then we'll pick a different hiding spot. Maybe that's the answer. I thought it would stop at, like, the options, and then... Wait, hold on. Wait, I think I got an idea. Before I click the option, I'll disable that. Disable this behind the whiteboard. That whiteboard's huge. If I hide behind it, I probably won't get spotted, right? Yunho considers it seriously and decides to hide behind the whiteboard in the corner of the room. Carefully stepping over scattered cables and clutter, he slips behind the whiteboard. There's plenty of space, totally enough to cover one person. The board's taller than he is, hiding most of his body. I guess this is a case of hiding in plain sight. As long as I stay still, they shouldn't notice me. But if they come in, how am I getting out? The thought only occurs to him after he's standing there for a while. Yunho faces the whiteboard, mind drifting. This feels weirdly familiar. Oh right, I used to sneak out early to the cafeteria during class by climbing out the window because the first year classrooms opened straight to the courtyard. All I had to do was slip out unnoticed, but I totally overestimated my strength and almost tore my pants. And yeah, I got caught. Had to stand in the corridor for half an hour. Oh, we got put in timeout. That's so sad. And because of that, I almost missed lunch. Man, just thinking about it again makes me kind of sad. Lost in the memory, Yunho's eyes faintly well up. Is he gonna cry? Oh, don't cry, buddy. It's okay. The footsteps in the corridor suddenly stop. He immediately focuses entirely on the sounds outside. Okay, let's read that. Read that before. Read that. Oh wait, hold on. What was that? But suddenly something catches his attention. He's been so focused on the corridor that he hasn't checked the whiteboard at all. In such pitch darkness, one shouldn't be able to see much, but he can. With naturally sharp eyesight and an unusual... Okay, I've seen that. There's something written here. Tilting his head toward the back corner of the whiteboard, he notices a faint glow in the lingering light. The surface itself is ordinary, made of no special material. A regular marker shouldn't glow like this. Okay, that's the same thing though. What do you mean? How do I get to the storage room? It's all the same. Okay. Wait. It's gonna cut out though. See, it doesn't... It just ends there. Okay, well, it means he made it. I guess that's its own dead end. I'm not gonna interact with that anymore then. I think that's not going anywhere. Maybe different door? I want to, like, explore all the endings in this game. Even if it's, like, off-stream. Like, if I finish it, I'll probably just, like, play this on my own time as well. Just because I want to see what happens. Is there a next? No, okay. There's something I'm supposed to do. Okay, I need to go to a different classroom. That's the only option. I need to check 3-3 and 3-4. And we'll see what which one ends up being useful to me. Three. Following the principle of proximity, he chooses the nearest classroom and runs toward it. What's it like in here? What's going on outside? But there's no one around. Huh? Before he can figure out what it is, his hand moves faster than his mind. Also, if I don't read something, it's because it's reused dialogue that I've already read over, so it just means it's like the same entry. The same intro to all of them. And it's not really worth it. Oh, it's the classroom switch. He presses it, but nothing happens. The light remains dead. Perhaps there's no power. Wait, was I even supposed to turn on the lights? Wow, that was close. If the lights had come on, I'd have been discovered instantly. To be safe, he flips the switch back down. Perhaps the switch was serviced recently and it takes a bit of force. This crisp click of the spring echoes far too loudly in the silent room. I have to drink a lot of water playing this game. There's so much reading. Whatever, lights or not, this is just a regular classroom. I could walk through it with my eyes closed. Oh, this is like the first one. Wait, what did it say? I thought it was the same thing. With naturally sharp eyesight, darkness really phases him. Sometimes when he wears fake glasses, his classmates tease him for trying to look like a model student. This should be a third-year classroom, right? Doesn't look any different from the common building, though. I thought there'd be something special. He's close with Noah, and the two third years in the band club are in the same class. As a junior, he often runs errands for them. Naturally, he knows these classrooms well. Can't just stand around. Maybe I should search the classroom. There's gotta be something useful. In escape room games, items in the room usually matter. He glances out the window once more. Hearing nothing, he turns back and starts searching. Let me see. Alright. The classrooms on this side should be facing the courtyard, right? He leans closer to the window, but the scene outside is pitch black, as if the world beyond has been swallowed by darkness. Why can't I see anything? Don't tell me this side's just like the corridor. He rubs his eyes in disbelief. There's quite a lot of trophies in here, as expected of third years. Yeah, I've read that. I wish I could join in more competitions and win awards like our Sunbase? I don't know. I'm assuming Sunbase probably is closer. The low cabinet in the classroom is used. Nope. Blackboard. On a sudden whim, Yunho grabs a piece of chalk from the box and starts doodling on the blackboard. Done. I'm quite talented at drawing, He steps back a little, hands on his hips, admiring his doodle with satisfaction. Still, this isn't our classroom. I shouldn't cause trouble for whoever's on cleaning duty tomorrow. Better wipe it off. See, he's a sweetheart on the inside. Like, he pretends to be a delinquent, but he's just a sweetheart. He says, picking up the duster and starts erasing it. Achoo! Okay, the desk. Not sure if my rhinitis is acting up again, but my nose has been feeling super sensitive lately. It's my turn for cleaning duty this week. Ugh, the worst part is having to clean the teacher's desk and the blackboard. Cleaning the duster always makes me sneeze like crazy. Wow, it's spotless. Nothing like our classroom downstairs. It's always a mess. Okay, the clock. 8:20. It's already this late? I didn't think that much time had passed. Okay. This fragrance smells really nice. It's surprising to find someone using fragrance in a classroom. Whoever did this has pretty good taste. Yunho takes another whiff. What scent is this? Wonder if I could find it at a store later. There are lockers. Yunho slowly walks over and opens the large locker. Just the usual classroom stuff, nothing out of the ordinary. Judging by its size, it looks big enough for a person to hide in. Huh? Who left this here? A white object has fallen to the bottom of the large locker. He crouches down and picks it up. It's a name tag. Oh, we got another one. It's a student name tag from our school. What's the name tag doing here? Could someone really have been hiding in this place? Yunho takes a closer look at the name tag. It looks clean with hardly any scratches on it. Must have been well taken care of by its owner. Guess I'll put it in the lost and found later, just in case the owner's still looking for it. With that thought, he slips the name tag into his pocket. Select name tag. Okay. Oh, that, I guess, was important. Because I don't think it popped up last time like that. At least I don't remember. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. I don't know. On closer look, the display board has a half-finished musical score. Yunho perks up right away, studying it with interest, clearly eager to figure out how to finish the score. This spot would sound better with a chord. Oh, not bad. Wait, wouldn't this note sound better if I raised it by a semitone? They're all unlocked lockers. Probably nothing important inside, right? Still, maybe I should check just in case. Sorry in advance, Sunbei, Nim. Yunho opens a few lockers at random. Surprisingly, they're pretty tidy. Or maybe it just looked tidy because there was barely anything inside. A few scattered pins, some spare clothes, nothing worth noting. I thought upper grade students would keep far more things in their lockers, or had they left no personal belongings behind because graduation was drawing near. Some of the lockers are completely empty too. Yunho goes through them one by one like he's opening blind boxes, but most of them he closes again after a quick glance. Nothing useful. It's exhausting checking them one by one. After checking through the bottom row of lockers, Yunho slumps down, feeling a little worn out. Propping his chin up, he scans the lockers until something catches his eye through the crack of one locker. Something's glowing faintly through the gap of one locker door. What's strange is that the light's only visible from a side angle. He shifts his body to face it directly and looks again. From the front, it looks completely normal, just like the rest. What's going on with this locker? Is there something inside? It almost feels like it's calling to him to open it. Unable to resist, Yunho grips the handle. For some reason, the locker door is strangely hard to open, creaking with a rough, rusty sound. The noise is harsh and grating. Yunho struggles, still trying to pull the door open. No way, it's not even locked. Why does it feel stuck? After a few tries with no luck, he clinches the handle and yanks it hard. The locker finally bursts open. But as it does, a loud bang echoes through the room, making him flinch. In the silence, the sharp noise rings out, reverberating down the corridor. That's not good. Geez, that scared the heck out of me. Why was it so loud? That noise didn't attract the patroller, did it? Feeling guilty, he glances back at the classroom, but only emptiness greets him. He quickly turns back to check what's inside the locker. A note. But there's nothing glowing in there. In fact, there's nothing at all. Only a single note sits quietly inside. Seriously? He reaches in with mild annoyance, but the moment his fingers brush against the paper, a chill crawls up his spine. Like a startled animal, his instincts scream danger as an invisible pressure bears down on him. The classroom, which had been silent just seconds ago, now carries an extra breath. The breathing is so faint, it melts into the room like a chameleon into its colors, almost impossible to notice. Yuna freezes. He doesn't dare move or turn his head, afraid that any motion will shatter the stillness. His neck grows stiff, as if twisted tight. His own breathing and heavy heartbeat slowly drown out all other sounds around him. It's only when a bead of sweat slides down his face that he finally loosens up. His fingertips are still pressed against the paper. As his gaze slowly settles on it, he notices faint letters appearing across it. Don't use any light. They'll find you. Huh? Have you seen it? Ah! Oh, what the? It's animated? That was animated. Whoa. I didn't expect that. Yuno turns and stares blankly at the person standing behind him. He staggers backward, unable to hide the astonishment on his face. Wait, there's a person there. The word barely squeezes out of his throat. That's impossible. How can it be you? Who is it? Young. Wait, when did he get here? Wait, what? So they can see each other? I never thought you were the one who talked everyone into this. And why? What? Because... Oh wait, I don't know who it is. That's the honorific non-name. Because Noah, you don't seem like the type to spend your free time on stuff like this. You always focus on your own work and on taking care of the group. I know you hate the spotlight and you look after us more than anyone. Why are you suddenly getting sentimental? Stop it already. Is this the punishment for the trouble we caused last time? What do you think? But you know I'm not scared of this kind of stuff. You might not be, but plenty of others are. Noah walks away, not looking back, letting out a meaningful chuckle. Yunho watches him sideways and suddenly slows his pace by a few steps. Hyung, did you just... After a moment, Noah notices he's fallen behind. Huh? What's wrong? Yuno opens his mouth, but the words catch in his throat, so he just scratches the back of his head and changes the subject. What is going on right now? Never mind. Anyway, what time were we supposed to meet? Noah checks his phone. 7, but since you ate so fast, we showed up 10 minutes early. This is back at the beginning, but it's like time has altered itself somehow. Or it's a flashback? No way, it just gets dark earlier when the season changes, right? I bet Bambi will definitely be the last one. Nope, of course, Yejun. If you lose, you're buying me dinner. It's just a meal. Never mind, you still owe me for the last treat. After a moment of silence, Noah's eyes flicker, and he speaks again. It's still early. You know, let me tell you a story. Oh, I bet this is the important part. Oh, lock number 3 is unlocked. Okay. That's an ending, but it did unlock some more stuff, so... How is it a bad ending? He didn't die, did he? I don't know. That's odd. That is very odd. Okay. Okay, I want to see, now that this is unlocked, there we go. Oh, wait, okay, I bet that's who, okay, I think I know what's going on. They're gonna meet, maybe? Oh, wait, I think I see. Okay, so I think the reason this got unlocked by his route being finished was specifically because of, they're gonna meet. Those two are meeting. That's probably what it is. Someone's drawn a kitten here. It's so cute. Okay. These are from other... This is from another stream. Ah, wait, ah! Flashlight acquired, put it back. Take... It might come in handy. Oh wait, this is a ghost route. Wait, okay, what was the... What did it unlock then? I don't understand. This was definitely the one. Oh wait, okay, hold on. Ah. You didn't look closely earlier, check elsewhere. There is still a lot in the lower cabinet at the back of the classroom. It might be worth checking out. Okay, this is it. I just had to figure out where it was coming from. Oh, hold on, I'm getting a message. Okay, He opens the lower cabinet. A few books and documents are stored inside. It seems to be used as a place to store miscellaneous items. The books inside are unsorted and look rather old. Is this one of Seonghui's old school magazines? The layout looks quite different from what we have now. These are from between 2017 and 2019. There are quite a few issues here. Didn't this building have its classroom equipment replaced only recently? Why are school magazines from so many years ago still in the low cabinet? He mutters to himself as he curiously flips it open. Founded in 2015, Seongwi Art School is a relatively young institution. Although rumors suggest that its benefactor holds considerable influence and valuable resources within the art industry, the school admitted only a small number of students in its early years, and thus attracted little public attention. It was not until its graduates began achieving remarkable success in the industry that the name Seongwi gradually began to gain recognition. Following 2 years of dedicated training and education, Seongwi Art School has already produced dozens of graduates who have brought distinguished honor to their alma mater. Such honor is built upon mutual accomplishment. Each student enters as an uncut jade. Through personal diligence and the school's professional guidance, they are refined and transformed into unique gems, each shining with their own brilliance. May issue 2017. Over time, the school has repeatedly received praise and recognition from the education community. Although Seongwi is a privately operated institution, its commitment to providing students with a promising future is in no way inferior to that of public schools. At present, the school's primary areas of focus are the music and fine arts disciplines, and the school is facing a growing need for expansion. In order to provide more students with the opportunity to pursue their dreams, the school has decided to increase its enrollment quota beginning in the new academic term and introduce a special admissions scheme. In addition, the school will gradually introduce new arts majors, providing students with opportunities to develop across diverse fields. July issue 2017. The Royal Academy of Arts of Columbia, renowned throughout the industry as a prestigious institution of higher learning, has extended admission offers to 3 of our students, marking a significant honor for our school. Furthermore, a number of outstanding students have distinguished themselves through independent admissions, achieving excellent results and securing placement in prestigious art universities, both at home and abroad. The principals and faculty are deeply gratified to see the students' dedication rewarded. The school encourages all students to extend their congratulations and to take these seniors as role models, striving with dedication toward the goals they aspire to achieve. Oh my goodness. October issue 2017. In order to provide students with a better learning environment, the school will undertake expansion and renovation of its campus buildings during the spring break. At the same time, a new academic system will be implemented beginning in the second semester, with detailed information to be officially announced prior to the start of the new term. Until then, we wish all students a pleasant and enjoyable holiday. February issue 2019. Due to circumstances beyond our control, renovation works of the campus buildings have been affected to some extent. In order to minimize disruption for students in the music and fine arts majors, temporary classrooms will be arranged to ensure the continuation of scheduled coursework. Students from other majors may continue attending classes at their designated locations within the original campus buildings as usual. To ensure everyone's safety during the construction period, students are kindly asked to keep a safe distance from academic block 1. Loitering or engaging in recreational activities in the area is strictly prohibited. April issue 2019. Hamin sits on the floor, using the light from his phone tucked into his shirt pocket as he flips through the school magazines one by one. The early issues of the school magazine are relatively straightforward. There isn't much entertainment or cultural content. It's mostly internal notices and reports. Strange. Why are there no issues from 2018? Even though there isn't much useful information here. Oh no! What's that? He scans through the school magazines inside. The issues are incomplete, and strangely, none of them are dated from 2018. Dude, are you not noticing that, man? I think you got a little something there. At present, the school offers 6 departments, with new departments being introduced starting in 2019. That means that prior to that, all students were in either the music or fine arts departments. Academic Block 1 was mentioned again later in the magazine. In other words, this building underwent a renovation at some point, but it doesn't seem to have gone smoothly. I'd noticed it before that the newer buildings have a different structure from this one, though the seniors said the designs were meant to match each major's needs. Academic Block 1 is certainly the earliest building to have been completed, but does it really need to be renovated so frequently? Why would school magazines from so long ago be kept in a place like this? Issues this old should have been disposed of or recycled by the school. Were these left here for me to find? Is this really class 3-2? In the silent classroom, the only sound is the soft rustle of pages being flipped back and forth. When he pauses, an icy chill creeps up his spine. Oh, you've only just noticed that, my guy. Sorry, my cat keeps climbing in front of the camera. Anna, what are you doing? She's sitting... Get off the PC. Go. Thank you. Ah! Something is on his back. Oh, it's the ghost lady. Humming suddenly becomes on guard. He spins around, noticing that faint blue glow appears behind him again. Why are you back again? I thought you'd already left. You always hide behind people to scare them. You'd probably have scared someone half to death if it weren't for me. What's wrong? The ghost who stands silently in front of him, parting its lips, ready to speak but no words come. It seems deep in hesitation. Why aren't you leaving? You truly want to dig deeper? Tommy found its hesitation is suspicious. He can't help doubting. Is there something you haven't told me? You're the one You're the one who outside the rules of the building, so you don't need to follow the rules. Just leave as long as you find the real exit. You mean I just leave alone? Then I'll stay, unless I can find my friends and leave together. They might have no way to leave. What did you say? I mean they can't leave by themselves. I've already seen too much. Said too much or seen too much? Seen too much, okay? The ghost whispers. Patrollers will set up traps for those who aren't familiar with the rules. Unless they can find out the real exit, they can't leave safely. But you're different. You might have a way to help your friends. What can I do? Do you remember the main breaker you turned on in the storage room? Do you know why I said there is a place that's completely safe? It's because the patrollers can't stay in the light. Light will confine their movement. You mean as long as I turn on the lights in the classroom and the hallway, I can prevent others from being caught by the patroller? That's true in theory. Not just them. Even a ghost like me can't stay in the light. That's easy. I'll go turn on all the breakers. The ghost shakes its head abruptly when it hears that. You're able to turn on the breakers, but they can just turn them off again. They'll try their best to shut off all the lights, and tripping the breakers is what they always do. If the breaker that has been turned on is tripped again, it might never be turned on. But I still have a chance, right? Sure, when the breaker turns on, that's your chance. When the breaker is turned on, that's your chance. Although you and your friends are not in the same place, when the light's on, you can reunite. Oh, okay, I get it. So I was right. In the dark, they can't they're not in the same realm of space, but if the light is on, it undoes that. That makes sense. Hamin remembers that in the storage room, beside the main breaker, there are other breakers that haven't been turned on yet. He thought those breakers matched other floors. Wait, other floors, huh? Does that mean... Yes, that might be the only way for you to interfere with them. Great, finally I don't have to wait around here doing nothing. Thank you. Sorry. After uncovering all the clues on how to meet the others, Hamin has an epiphany, but the ghost cut him off before he could finish his thanks. The ghost suddenly lowers its head, unable to hold his gaze. The what? I hesitated for so long before, wondering whether I should tell you or not. For those of us who died in this building, we are not just ghosts, but vengeful spirits. Vengeful spirits are bound by obsession within this building, and we share a connection with the patroller. That's why we know so many things. I'm afraid that if I told you all these hidden rules, they may notice it. If I do that, I'll lose the only place I can live. For this vengeful spirit, Hamin arrives as a sudden visitor. Maybe she hides in her own space all the time until he shows up, and he might lead her straight to the patroller. Even though she still tries to help, Hamin feels an unaccountable emotion of warmth when he thinks of this. He reaches out a hand to comfort her, yet all he feels is emptiness. But I still hope you can escape, because time is running out. No time for what? Huh? The vengeful spirit pauses for a moment and says to him seriously, Listen. When a large number of people enter the rules world, patrollers can't control that many, so they'll spread everyone out and make them stay in separate spaces, just like you. Because you guys entered at the same time, you formed a community of shared destiny. The patroller will choose one of you as its target, making him the key inspection target. At the same time, it will take him as the time node for everyone and try its best to constrain him. The inspection target? What's that, huh? Why is everything suddenly becoming so complex? This world of the legend seems far more complex than he thought. Didn't you ask me whether people die if they're caught by the patroller? I don't think it's something as simple as just dying. The patroller have the right to handle any student when they break the rules or are caught. It can send the target back to the moment before they entered this place and restart the game rules, ensuring the target never gets a chance to leave here, even dead. Then, as shared destiny, will be trapped in time too. But that's not fair. They didn't provide the whole rules and information at all. It's totally treating them like playthings. Hamin starts to lose his temper, but it feels like he's overlooked something, so he forces himself to suppress the anger and restart thinking. No, if that's the case, as long as the key inspection target can escape the patrol smoothly, we can have a chance to escape. Who is the key inspection target? Can you tell me? The vengeful spirit closes her eyes again and shakes her head. I can only perceive how many students are in the building right now. As for who is who the patroller chooses as the key inspection target, I have no idea. How could this be? Even if I could stop it, there's nothing I could decide. The vengeful spirit observes his helplessness, then glances away, lost in thought. I can't tell who the target is, but I have a rough idea of the patroller's selection criteria. The criteria is... Oh crap. Oh no! Oh no! Ah! No, this is too dangerous. I have to find him as fast as I can. Otherwise, nobody can leave here. Hamin mutters nervously to himself, glancing up at the classroom clock. Almost out of time. Wait. Oh no. What was she trying to say? Yejun? I feel like something is not right. My memory seems fragmented. I can't recall what happened. I don't know why, but it seems this is not the first time I've stood in this corridor. His heart beats violently in his chest, as if it wants to break free from all restraints, growing more and more intense. Yejun cannot help but tremble, crouching on the ground with his head buried in his arms. Perhaps the fright has led to a disorder in his memory. While going downstairs, his legs gave out and he tumbled down the stairs. He doesn't know how long he was unconscious. Maybe a few minutes, maybe more than 10 minutes. When he recovers consciousness and climbs up, all he sees is this still dimly lit corridor. Wait, why was he unconscious? He doesn't have any severe fall injuries on his body. Maybe it was just a blackout caused by excessive tension and fear. Why was he scared? Was someone chasing him? None of this is right. Just before he blacked out, he was standing by the bright corridor. Humming called out to him, seeming to want to tell him something. However, a sudden ringing in his ears made him dizzy, and the blocked feeling was unbearable. Both his hearing and sight were heavy, as if submerged at the bottom of the sea, and he couldn't hear a word Humming said. It isn't until the sound of a circuit breaker tripping echoes from the end of the stairwell that he snaps out of the confusion. When he comes to his senses, no one is around. Facing the pitch-black depths of the corridor, he doesn't have the courage to step forward. Only the stairwell retains a bit of light, so he has no choice but to follow the stairs down. But no matter how he walks, he always returns to the starting point. So it's Yejun that's the target. So he quickly understands this is a ghost loop. Not just an ordinary one. The story they were talking about has come true. They are trapped in this school building and can't get out. Yejin really wants to believe this is a prank done by others, but the uneasy feeling continues to intensify. Throughout his walk in the school building, he can feel eyes gazing at him. Every time he senses that gaze, no matter where he stops, his hair stands on end. After taking a long time to calm himself down, he finally lifts his head to face reality. He raises a hand to his face and his cheeks are covered in cold sweat. He sighs helplessly. What should I do now? He stands up again, kneading his stiff limbs. After being startled several times, his mind is now blank. He has even completely forgotten the story he heard earlier. The surroundings are wide and empty. He helplessly pulls out his phone, trying to turn on the lights to bolster his courage. The battery's pretty low. I've been using it a lot these past few days, contacting people for the school event. After turning on the flashlight, visibility finally improves. Even though it is a very familiar place, the sight seen when the light beam gathers in the darkness becomes eerie. He looks around anxiously, the hand holding the phone trembling slightly. If I shine the light like this, nothing's going to jump out at me. Ah! The phone swings a few times in the air, almost flying out of his hand. When he calms down and looks again, he finds it is just a flyer that has fallen on the ground, with a close-up of a human face printed on it. I was scaring myself. You scared me to death. I thought I saw a ghost. Don't throw things like this on the ground so casually. He lets out a breath, steps forward, and picks up the flyer, intending to put it back on the bulletin board. Huh? What is this thing stuck on it? A piece of paper is solemnly posted in the center, while other various flyers are posted in the corners, as if silently declaring their subordinate status. The Night Patrol Rules Guidelines. Ah, I remember it now. Aren't these the rules Hameen talked about? So they actually exist. But why is so much of the content on it crossed out? He leans in to look closer. Several rules printed on the paper have clearly been deliberately smeared out. Okay, we've read these before. Each floor is assigned a patroller. Do not lock any doors without permission. When the flickering ends, do not leave the room. The patroller will not... Do not make eye contact with the patroller. Do not create loud noises or you might catch its attention. Lights may briefly recover, during which movement is permitted. Use that time to exit if possible. Keep your name tag. Patrollers do not check storage rooms or lockers. Leave the building before 9. Okay. Yejun, this is much more detailed than what they discussed earlier. So it's a rule-based game, similar to hide and seek, and if you don't follow the rules, you will be caught by the patroller. But there are still a few rules barely recognizable. What if they contain important information? Oh wait, if they can all meet up, because I think there are certain rules that I'm noticing that are blotted out for the others, but aren't for another guy, and then the ones they know are blotted out for someone else. So it's like, it's different for everybody. So if they can all meet up and combine their information, they'll have the full list of rules and can beat it. That makes sense. Could they have deliberately smeared them out to make me break the rules? Adrian's eyebrows involuntarily furrow upward. If that's the case, then the patrol location is the 4 classrooms on this floor. Aren't there other rooms besides the classrooms? Does it have to be a classroom? Should I go check again? It's fine. Nothing has happened. If there's an emergency, it's better to be fully prepared. He has barely walked 2 steps when he looks at his slightly warm phone and turns off the light. Keeping the light on all the time drains the battery. I still need to get messages if there's a signal. Better not turn it on. It'd be so embarrassing if I scared myself again. Where to first? Check the restrooms or check the corridor? I'm always gonna check the restrooms because it's just right there. It's short, so. Investigate. Not the best spot, but could I hide in the restroom? Why is the door locked? Is anyone in there? He gently knocks on the door and calls out. Is anyone in there? He waits for a moment, but there is no answer. He tries to knock again, but his outstretched hand suddenly freezes as he is about to knock. Why is the restroom door locked? Unless it's some special case, the security guard wouldn't lock the door after checking. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to get out. Is anyone in there? Huh? No doubt about it, the sound is coming from the restroom. Who's in there? The sound is muffled and he can't tell who is speaking. Is anyone in there? The other person seems to ignore his question, only repeating his action over and over, which looks exceptionally eerie in the empty corridor. Eek! His face turns pale, too frightened to reply. Is anyone there? Is anyone there? Why don't you answer me? Ah! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The sudden pounding on the door erupts like an explosion. Yejun's hair stands on end, thinking the person inside is about to break down the door. He scrambles away on hands and knees, screaming and apologizing all at once. Oh, buddy, it's okay. He's gone. Okay, maybe I'll leave this for another stream. I'll check the corridor some other time. I actually, well, I don't know. I might stream tonight, but I kind of want to spend some time with Kinsey if she has time. Kinsey, are you still here? Do you want to watch anime tonight for a little bit? I mean, if you have time. Okay, bet. Alright, so I'm gonna watch anime tonight with Kinsey, and then maybe I'll stream if, like, I get tired of watching, but I highly doubt it. So, yeah. I guess this will be the last stream for this week, and I'll pick this up again next week sometime. But the next stream probably won't be this, it'll probably be something else. Also, I hear a dog back there. I don't know why he's upset. But, I'll probably do Genshin or Star Rail starting out next week like I did last time, and then do this again some other day. Or maybe I'll do this again Monday, I don't know. I'll go based on what I feel like. But it'll be the same schedule as usual, 10 a.m. Monday through Friday. Saturday and Sunday I take off, so yeah. Well, see, Saturday and Sunday are like kind of random days. I might decide to stream if I feel like it, but they're primarily gonna be my day off unless I just like decide to do something spontaneous and unscheduled. So it's kind of like a maybe, maybe not. Wait, I should put this up. But yeah, that was fun. I like that game. I really love like how many routes there are to choose from. And like I like that it saves it to where you can keep trying different ones. I think that's really fun. I'm gonna go close it. But yeah. So is it Noah that you like, Kinsey? Is it Noah or like okay, it is Noah. That's what I thought. Oh, I'm seeing that you said that before. But yeah. I don't know who I like. I'm looking at the archive now. I really like all of them. They're all funny. I do find Yunho, the one with like the white and black hair, he's pretty hilarious. But I'm gonna go and chill for a little bit, but I'm gonna raid one of the streamers I like watching. So just give me one moment and I'll get on that. But thank you guys. This was really fun. Also, I hope you liked my new stream setup. I think it's a little fancier now. Bye bye.